Hello and welcome to the ZOMBV adventure set in the universe of Outbreak Undead. I am your storyteller, B. Dave Walters, for our last session of GenCon, Digital GenCon 2020. So thank you all for tuning in and joining us here. This story actually is a quasi prequel to a series that we will be running on Tuesday nights right here on twitch.tv/Hunters Entertainment. You might see some of these fine people return again, but they may be returning as different characters if they die horribly today. And by die horribly, I mean die gloriously, of course. So first, let us meet our heroes here. Let us know your real name and who your character is and maybe a little bit about them. So I'm going in the order that you all are on my screen, so I apologize if it's a different setup on Twitch. Let's start with you, David.
Hello, my name is David Hooker, and I am going to be playing Sean Perkins. Pretty excited guy, positive and happy about life. He's got two nieces that he has been taking care of in this story, and jack of all trades, master of none. He's been in several different jobs, and right now the job is trying to find the best birthday presents for these two little girls. So we'll see how that pans out.
Sure, it's gonna be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Janaea.
Hi, I'm Janaea Kemper, and I'm going to be playing Electra Johnson, all around badass and owner of one of the best little queer bars in town.
Markia.
Hello, I'm Markia McCarty, and I will be playing Pharaoh Moore. She is a IG Live DJ. Well, she was doing that during quarantine, but in actuality, she's a freelancer, has done just about a little bit of everything, including delivering pizzas. Her mom's named her Pharaoh because, just to remind herself and everybody that she meets at Pharaoh's, were rulers. It didn't depend on the gender.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh,
Amen.
Feels. Love it.
Yeah.
Omega.
Hi, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. I am playing today Marcus DeSantos. The best way I can describe him is easily, he is young, scrappy, and always hungry. He is still trying to figure out his way in life, but he likes to sneak around and have a good time. He, him pronouns, and yeah, he is going to be interesting.
And last but certainly not least, Jeremy.
My name is Jeremy Stephen Walker. I'm playing Bujio Gregory, an ex-reggae singer / stay-at-home dad. I'm also a hobby botanist, trying to grow the finest herbs so I can kill the virus. But also, I got 2 kids. They're under 2 years old, and they're Irish twins, so really trying to take care of them, except, I got a nanny too, because daddy needs to get out, because daddy needs a break every once in a while. And that's that, he, him.
And of course, B. Dave Walters, your storyteller. At B. Dave Walters. I am crowdfunding for a documentary. It is pinned at the top of my Twitter. Check it out at B. Dave Walters. That being said, the Outbreak Undead system, if you're not familiar with it, is unlike anything you've ever played before. It is meant to be a simulation of the real world, where other games that we love are not so much. So you might be accustomed to grand, glorious things where people can take on multiple opponents and emerge without a scratch. That is not this game. The simplest way I can explain it is very down to earth, and think of it in terms of what a person could actually do. I have given our cast a bit of a breakdown on the rules. Intermittently, we will stop and I'll explain some things here and there. If you are familiar with the game, there's definitely times that I'm going to be simplifying things just to keep it moving, basically. So don't become too terribly horrified if you hear me say something one moment and then the next moment I say something completely different, because our commitment is, yes, to show you how to play the game and how to enjoy it, but also to tell a compelling story that we don't get bogged too terribly in all the rules and the minutia. And last but certainly not least, yes, my fingernails are fabulous. In the quarantine, My girls have found that they enjoy painting my fingernails, and I'm like, if it makes them happy, hey, great. So here we are. I have fierce nails in the apocalypse because, let's be honest, I would. Now, with that being said, let us go into our story here. I have provided all of you with a map that you will be able to make reference to here over the course of our adventure. But you find yourselves today on a sunny day in August in Big Boxtopia. Hello, welcome to Big Boxtopia. Shoppers, we realize it looks like the governor is going to be ordering another quarantine any day now because of an outbreak of that pesky Ebola virus. So we are glad that you all have made it in today for all your shopping needs. Please be advised, there is a limit of 1 container of toilet paper, of 1 milk, and no more than 10 pounds of meat. Please be courteous to your fellow shoppers, and please enjoy your time at Big Boxtopia.
Just 1 milk. What am I supposed to do with 1 milk? I got 2 children.
As you all are making your way through the store, there is a buzz of tension. Unfortunately, at this point in history, this is not the first time people have had to quarantine, but the fact that maybe it might be Ebola this time and not just, the glorified head cold that the media wanted you to believe, there is a slightly different tone as people are cautiously yet quickly moving through the aisles of this tremendous big box store. Pharaoh, what does Pharaoh look like?
Okay, Pharaoh has long purple dreads, shaved on the side. She has not left her house for quarantine purposes she's been hard quarantining herself, but that's because she's been really focusing on her craft, on her IG live DJing, basically. So she's dressed out to go to Big Boxtopia because she doesn't get out. So she's got this really flashy mask. It's like a couture-like mask that she made herself because one of her many freelancing jobs is also costume designing. She's supplementing by sewing masks. And very fabulous eye makeup as she's walking around. You see designer shades like on the top of her head. Literally the only designer shades that she has. She spent a lot of money on those and they get a lot of wear.
As you're making your way through the store, is Marcus the kind of guy that would follow an Instagram DJ?
Yeah, follow, but not like in the sense that, oh my God, I'm a fan. But it's like just keeping up with the time, just making sure that, he likes to see successful people, especially successful Black people. So, yeah, he follows it, but he don't know her.
What does Marcus look like, by the way?
Marcus is wearing a black hoodie because got to keep it simple. He does not wear glasses. He does have really nice brows. They're natural, unlike mine. He probably has a little bit of bags under his eyes because he's barely sleeping because he's always up doing something. Because if this mask thing is required, and he's a little suspicious from time to time. So he does have a gas mask on, like a mini half gas mask on his face. People probably staring at him, and guess what? He doesn't care. He wearing jeans, shoes that are probably hand-me-down, brown, black, dirt, I don't know. And yeah, that's him. Oh, he does wear one half fingerless glove on this hand. That it's leather. No, Party City. And yeah, that's him.
Marcus, as you are making your way into the store, a kindly grandfatherly old man walks up to you and tears off a bright red ticket and says, hello, youngster. Here's your ticket for the lottery. Well, raffle, not lottery. That would be governed by the state. I don't want to get arrested. No, it is a raffle.
Yeah, and what you raffling?
$10,000 worth of groceries. Yeah, it'll be a full quarantine setup. I've been told they even have like a portable sauna in there. I don't know how you'd manage that. I couldn't fit it in my apartment, but I don't know how big you're balling, like the kids say. Here you go. It's free entry.
I will take the raffle ticket, look at it, look back at him, look at it. Okay.
Good luck. Hey, if you win, maybe I can come by for the next turn up. Turn up for what? No?
Marcus is just gonna walk right past him and probably like toss the ticket. Like, man, get this shit out of my face.
Pharaoh, you do hear this exchange between Marcus and this man, and he turns and looks at you and he goes, "Are you Pharaoh Moore? Whoa, you are a demon on the wheels of steel, the ones and twos." And he tears a ticket off and hands it to you too.
And Pharaoh's like, yeah. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and thanks for the ticket.
You wouldn't know it to look at me now, but I used to be able to pop, lock, and drop in my time, The 80s were, it's a long time ago, but I was there for it. I still keep cardboard in my trunk just in case.
Everybody's got their thing. Thank you. And then she just awkwardly looks away.
I guess leaning around like.
Yeah, and then like Pharaoh looks at Marcus and then like does the nod and then just like, I'm going to electronics. Thank you. And then just like heads off.
Yes, hey, no problem. Enjoy your stay, or if shopping or not your stay. We're not a hotel, although feels like it with all the time I spend in here. And he does turn and just sort of wander away. Okay. But he does leave the two of you sort of there as the crowds are passing by, and you do see he's handing tickets to people out as they come in. The raffle is real. There is a sign, $10,000 raffle giveaway.
Let me guess, you get accosted a lot.
Actually, no, not really. Maybe more now because quarantine, people spend more time at home, but. Not really. I like to spin music, when I'm not having to work.
No, I hear it. I know people starting to get a little, and I guess keep your head up, I guess.
Oh yeah. Each of us just have to do the best that we can because, everything's just a pressure cooker of crazy right now.
Eyes look over at the guy who was handing him the raffle tickets.
He looks at you and he goes,
I wish this was less accurate.
He keeps handing out the tickets.
He just says, I'm gonna go head over and gotta get some stuff, but you have a good one. Don't let these fools mess with you too much.
No. We're all crazy, right? We're all mad here. And then Pharaoh just heads over to electronics.
Speaking of Electra, first, what does Electra look like?
So Electra is fairly tall, with buzzed sides. Like when you look at Electra, you automatically understand a few things about Electra. This person is not so much this is like a full blossomed disaster queer. Like this is like, like the final level of disaster queers. Yeah, like she's reached it, gone over.
She's over 9,000.
It's peak disaster queer. Shaved sides, heads, like complete, like that ice white blonde, and like carrying, like you can tell that like she's like super into industrial, has knee-high Doc Martens with BDUs, and like a band t-shirt that has like definitely seen some things, some other things, and like things are just poking through, and she's kind of like, she looks very scrappy and like with like a good amount of like muscle tone as well. And so, yeah, she's pretty neat. I think.
If she knew she was coming in here to buy stuff to be able to lay low for about the next month, really, where would she head first in Big Boxtopia? After having gotten her raffle ticket, of course, heading towards the tools?
Oh, yeah. Electra is very practical. And the place that she's been actually laying low is her own club.
As you head over towards the tool sections, hearing just the hum, you notice, you hear a couple of teenagers whispering like, that is her. Oh my God, that is Pharaoh. That's Pharaoh. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna get a picture with her in the background. Oh my God. As you're walking past there, when you make it over to the tool section, you see a man standing in front of the indoor grow lights, sort of like rubbing his chin, thinking, what does Buju look like?
Buju. Well, Buju's, he's got dreads, but they're the dreads that like, are sort of wrapped up like that. And then he's got a nice, dread cap on top of that. But his party days are trying to be over. He's trying to like really, really get into his dad role. So he's got like a nice button up, but it's like unbuttoned about here. So he can't go like full dad yet. He's got to have like some swag. And then he's got, some skinny pants, some nice boots, and, a nice watch. He's really trying to step his game up, but it's like a fake Casio, like all kinds of fake stuff on there. It's not like he doesn't really have that kind of money because he's an ex-singer / stay-at-home dad. So, and he's got, a little bit of scruff on his face, and his eyes are really red for some reason. We're not really sure why, and he's got instead of his like carrying the bag into the big box store, he's got a diaper bag, because that's what he's got to carry. And yeah, some shades.
Electra, you see this impressive woman come around the corner, also sort of stopping and looking at the tools, kind of in the near vicinity next to you. What kind of band would Electra have on her shirt?
Oh my. The likelihood is that it's probably KMFDM. So that is a big old industrial band.
Kill motherfucking Depeche Mode. That's what it means. I don't care what anybody says.
I like Depeche Mode. Sorry. That was from me. Electra, but go ahead.
I'm giving my age away, kids, when people used to say that KMFDM stood for Kill Motherfucking Depeche Mode. Yeah, Google it. Yeah.
Oh my. Sorry.
As you all are standing there, and Buju, you're looking at it, you see a grandfatherly head peek around the corner and it's like, oh, I think I missed you, sir. Here you go. Want to get your raffle ticket? I say, oh, ma'am, you got yours, right? I think I caught you by the door. I say, hey, don't want you to miss out.
What is this month?
No, it's a raffle. It's free. You're entered just for being here. Maybe it's your lucky day.
Nothing in life is free, man.
I mean,
don't you know that?
Whoa, no, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. No, again, like I feel like I've been told there's a lot of like smoked meats in the $10,000 giveaway there. Also, there might be some potting soil, if you know what I mean. There maybe like they might have like a little Visine over in the pharmacy though, but again, like twist up, Yeah, twist the ganja. It's the word. Garden of Jehovah, I partake myself, man. Hey, no woman, no cry.
Okay.
Do you know this man?
No.
You take the ticket.
Well, you take it, you throw it away.
Oh no!
I mean, you take it and you definitely keep it. Look, and like she opens like BDUs. You got like 80 bajillion pockets, like pans of holding. So you just stick she just sticks the ticket inside.
Yeah, she's like, hey, the drawing is soon. Don't go too far. Yes, sir.
I get $10,000 if I win this raffle.
Well, $10,000 worth of goods and services. Hey, wait a second. Did you open at Smokefest 2014? Because I was there. Oh man, I barely remember it, but no, I would remember this face anywhere. That that is you, isn't it? No, I know that tattoo. Yeah.
That was my old days of playing the reggae music, but I retired from the music game, man. It's too much. Too much. What's the word I'm looking for, man? My brain a little foggy right now, man. But
that medicinal, right? Yeah, medicinal. Yeah.
I don't know about medicinal. That it's just been my way of life, man.
I treat it for my glaucoma. I treat it for my glaucoma. I can see like a hawk now. I know. I'm glad you made it out intact, buddy. They killed Bob Marley. I'm glad they didn't get you, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't want him preach. They didn't want him preaching the truth.
That is correct, man. They try to always silence the word, man. You can't be silenced.
Bumbaclot, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you say, man?
Oh no, I went too far. Okay. Is there anything I can help you all with? Is there anything that you all are looking for today?
Bougie reaches up. He sees there's a specific soil that he's looking for. I'm looking for the highest of the organic grade, man. The 100% organic.
Well, I tell you what, I am not an expert in the horticultural endeavors, but I tell you what, if you just kind of hang around, I will go and get somebody that will set you up right, okay?
Hang around. I got to pick up my kids, man. I got shit to do.
Hey, I will hurry. And did you need any help? He looks at you, Electra. It's like anything I could help you with? Are you good?
I'm just looking for a real nice hammer, and I think I'm really good with tools, so I'm good though. But thank you.
If you don't mind, if I could just there's a special one right over there. It's kind of on the end cap. You might miss it.
Is it a bonus? Like I don't know what you're.
He disappears and he comes back for a second with a brand new sledgehammer. It's kind of like it's like silver and painted, kind of a hand and a half grip. He's like, I don't know what sort of construction you might be working on, but there's nothing in the world that this won't allow you to beat in. I sort of lost the metaphor there, but it's a very nice hammer.
It's almost slightly disturbing how appreciative Electra looks when she takes this sledgehammer. Like, thanks. This is very similar to something I was looking for. And like, she puts it in her cart, and her cart is filled with strange things that look like they don't go together, like lots and lots of bottles of alcohol and white t-shirts and lighter fluid. It looks a little strange, but also like normal things like toilet paper. Only one thing.
Oh yeah, only one.
We are respectful.
What's the rules are for the protection of everyone. Hey, well, yes, Buju. Well, he doesn't call you Buju. He doesn't know your name. He's like, if you would just wait right here, sir, I'm gonna get someone for you. All right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever, man.
You see, when he walks away, he is like, "No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry." And he's like, Sean, if you stand over in the toy section, you are beset with just an array of doll houses and kitchen sets, full-scale fighter jets, riding horses, a couple of like power reels, Corvettes of various colors, giant oversized teddy bears that you would have to struggle to carry to the front. And what does Sean look like?
Well, Sean kind of looks like the epitome of I embrace my unclehood. So he's gonna be
yes.
He's gonna have a goatee, Um, uh, Short hair. It's cut down, but it's not very well kept. No lineup. He doesn't. He's beyond that. Um, he's wearing a graphic tee. It's got one of his favorite cartoons on it, and some cargo shorts. Lots of pockets. Does not use any of them, and he hasn't quite hit sandals with socks mode yet, but he's dangerously close. Okay, that's where he's at.
Ooh.
So a man who has nearly given up is what you're telling me is who Sean is.
Pretty much.
You also see a grandfatherly man hustling by, clearly in a hurry. And he's like, "Oh, hold on 1 second," and he tears off a ticket and he hands it to you. He's like, "Shopping for the kids today."
Oh yeah, we got a birthday coming up. I'll tell you. Listen, little Janaya, she is doing so well. I mean, she just finished on her tricycle. We about to move up to the bicycle. I got to get some training wheels. But listen, before I do that, right, we got to get this birthday set up. Okay, I'm gonna
Right.
get these toys.
Yeah. You need some training wheels so you can ghost ride the whip. Yeah. You can just right.
Yeah, she probably would not do that. That would be unsafe. But we would do a lot of other things that will also be genuinely fun,
Right.
and wholesome.
Well, back in my day, you weren't even having a good time unless you were like risking life and limb on a daily basis, just like riding our tricycle. We called them big wheels back then, and like jump them off like things that would like. It's honestly the authorities which probably should have taken us away, but hey, it worked out fine though, right? It worked out fine.
Yeah, that will not happen. I like your energy and enthusiasm. I also like the idea of getting this. What is this? It seems like a ticket. What's this
Oh
for?
yeah, and he actually points, and you can see hanging from the ceiling of Big Boxtopia, there is a pallet that is shrunk wrap with wares, and it does say on it, $10,000 raffle and an itemized list of the things that are in it, and it is things like pretty much anything you'd need to live. All the non-perishables are in it. Some of the things are over in the refrigerated case, but I mean, there is like meat, food, there is soil. He was telling the truth about that. There is a portable sauna inside. There is that also. There's a lot of tools. There is even a shotgun in it, which they just sort of were like, in case you need to hunt or something. And he points up at it and he's like, yeah, the raffle will be happening soon, so don't go too far. If I could make a suggestion, the Wonder Woman toys are very popular these days. It's important to encourage the young generation to be like strong, right? And smart. That's an important thing. They're more than just kitchen play sets. That's what I always say.
So this is a picture of her at the park. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is her older sister, Alexa. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then this is them. Okay. This one is just the ground. This is just the floor. That's my fault. Just scroll through a little bit. That's another picture of the floor. Sorry.
It's man, if I had a nickel right there.
So okay. I found it. I was looking for that picture. Okay, so they would definitely like some Wonder Woman toys. Back when I was a kid, I had like the bracelets.
Right.
Like it, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you what, these kids nowadays, they get all the stuff. I'm probably gonna check that out though. I don't get to talk to adults a lot. So
man, same. Well, I mean, I do, but then they just sort of like walk away from me. They're very much like, oh, I got what I need, and I leave. Oh, that reminds me, there's a guy who's waiting for me. I said I was gonna get an extra. I gotta go, but don't go anywhere because we're about to do the drawing for the raffle. Okay, I gotta Wonder Woman, and also Wakanda. Yeah, right. And he turns and walks away.
That was a delightful man.
As you all are making your way through the store, assembling your accoutrement, I will let you decide for yourself what sort of things you've gathered up as you're moving through here. After a few minutes, you do hear attention, Big Boxtopia shoppers. We are about to make our drawing for the $10,000 quarantine glow up giveaway. Please make your way towards the center of the store near the book aisle to see if you are our winning ticket. You must be present to win.
Yeah.
Is it possible for Pharaoh, since she was like in electronics, to get like a collapsible selfie stick that's made of a very durable material?
A collapsible selfie riot baton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say Pharaoh absolutely could have done that.
And I can, Buju can grab a hoe, one of those things like to hoe the garden, right? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably was in like hardware because I was getting things to like my tools, things I needed to replace. So I probably got a screwdriver and maybe just a small little kit of like screws in my hand at this moment, at least. You don't see the can of ravioli that's in my backpack that I definitely put in there without anyone seeing. Hopefully.
Let's have the first roll of the day. Let's see if you put it in there with no one seeing.
Why did I say this? Okay.
I believe in you.
So this is stealth?
So let me look at the skills and see what I think.
Look, he's hungry. I just said he is young, scrappy, and always hungry. Let him have his ravioli.
Wow. I will give you stealth. Let's see. So roll it. For you, you need to get under 45%. Remember, in this game, low numbers are what you want.
18.
So that is 28, 38. That is 3 degrees of success. Marcus, you're kind of like a ghost, like you're looking at the ravioli, you're like, little sleight of hand up the sleeve,
And I didn't get the generic. I got Chef Boyardee Steve up there. I said,
Chef Boyardee Steve. Really?
Oh, well, a weird big box topia. I'm saying like it's a little can. It's like a vat of it, but yes.
You can swim in it.
About to say, somehow you successfully swiped a whole ham-sized can of ravioli.
It's in my backpack.
Hell yeah.
Good. You know what it is? There's a lot of people in here. Security can't be looking everywhere, Marcus. You sort of lean on it for a minute and then keep it going.
Oh.
Yes.
But yeah, and then I guess I have tools and I'm heading back up.
Okay. As you all are sort of making your way over, you do see that there is a large number of people sort of gathering around. I mean, there might be 60 people just around here waiting for the drawing. I mean, it's a fairly busy day. Again, people are mindful of it, but it is not like an outright panic. They're like, oh no, we have to shop today or we're done forever. But it's like, again, people are kind of all had it locking down now. So it's fairly calm and people have kind of been in a state of semi-lockdown for some time now. But as you all are standing there, you all kind of make eye contact with each other and give yourself sort of the ancestral sup that all Black people do when we see each other in public.
Well, there's only so many of us in a given place, so.
It's like looking for
recognize each other. Yeah.
The eye contact. I see you. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Definitely notices Electra with their shirt and is just like, oh, no pity for the majority. Yeah.
You
disaster career is gonna disaster.
in addition to having recognizing their shirt, you also recognize Buju. You've spun some of his tracks into your remixes before, Pharaoh.
Yeah, Pharaoh, because it was like, hey, not trying to like, approach you in big box topia or whatnot, but
okay. What's up?
I just want to say that this past week I've been trying to mix in more of older tunes into my mixes, and I've been really.
You are DJ.
Yeah, like IG Live. And I've been really like mixing you in with like the other classics, like, you know, Undisputed Truth from the 70s and Death, you know, a band called Death, you know, and it's
I don't know that.
Oh yeah, it's proto punk 1970s band from like
I don't do any proto punk reggae music, reggae.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it like it overlays really, really, really nicely with like your classic tune reggae, you know, and just I just wanted to say I really appreciate what you're doing and everything, and it, you know, it uplifts a lot. And sorry to just come over here and just like lay this on you.
I appreciate it. What is your name?
I'm Pharaoh Moore. They go, you know, DJ Fair. No.
DJ. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, I don't watch any TV, and I barely use the internet. But I heard you. Yeah, I heard your music, and I appreciate you using me. You know, one thing that you have to make clear. You haven't paid me for the music that you're taking from me. So if you're gonna use my tracks, you need to kick in the paper.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Sean really does eat one of the chips that he has.
Yeah, it's live play though. I do it on IG Live, and there's like it's a stipulation. I'm not making it into an album. I'm like not making money off of it. So yeah.
What kind of racket is that?
Yeah, no, that's fair use, buddy. That's what that is. That's I shot the sheriff.
I tell you what that is. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit, man. Every artist should be paid for their work.
You all hear this. Yeah, you all
I step over towards, I mean, I guess the nearest person I see, just like, and it's probably Sean. One, I'm like, can I get some of your chips? But secondly, I'm like, why he acting like his music even still relevant?
I mean, that's why my YouTube channel got pulled. You can't do that. I used 6 seconds of an album, and
that's right, man. That's right, man. DJ Fair, let me tell you that that's okay. It's okay. You know, there's no problem, man. There's no problem. You use what you need. I'd be happy to give it to you. I just need to ask you, since you approached me, I'm a single dad, and single be the main word there. And I just was wondering if, since you're gonna use my music, perhaps we could collaborate and maybe collaborate together, if that's okay with you.
Electra, you very much hear him say that as I see the shock playing across your lesbian final form, queer final form face here. What does Electra do when they hear that?
Electra gives the universal sign for I will be your partner. No one needs to know. I don't know him. I don't know you. And it's just like looks at Pharaoh and is like,
yeah, you see Pharaoh slide her designer shades down inside the big Boxtopia. It's like, oh, you know, quarantine is weird right now, and I'm just, you know, I'm not really looking for collabs that are in person in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. No problem.
And then like looks over at fellow Disaster Queen, and it's just like,
I tell you what, no, you know, it's okay. Maybe some other time.
While you all are sharing this meaningful exchange, you hear they come over the mic and they're like, yeah, they're around big Boxtopia customers. We are about to make our raffle drawing. Remember, just have your ticket out. You have to be present to win. And you hear what in the Sam Hill? And you all hear in the front of the store, a huge pickup truck bashes through the front of the store, immediately hits that first shelf, and starts to crash over and crash into more shelves. You all are sort of in the middle as watching all of this happen, and you hear people screaming, and a couple of guards go running in that direction, and everything is, and all the lights go out for a second. And you can see ambient shafts of light sort of coming in through the front of the store, and you hear the like people sort of moaning in ambient screams of people that have been injured in this accident, and people sort of like, oh, stay calm, everyone. No, we'll get it sorted out in just a minute. How did they get around the pylons? And a second later, you hear the door of the pickup truck kind of kick open, and a person slides out, and you see only their silhouette with the sunlight behind them, and they go.
Oh, shit.
Hey, what's that? Nuh-uh. I played too much Left 4 Dead. What's that?
A security guard approaches
on.
like, hey, hold on. And he pulls his gun out even, and he's like, I need you to, and the dude just pounces on him.
Oh, no.
And you all see that probably 50 feet away from you. You all are in the middle of the store, and you watch this person pouncing something else. What would you all like to do?
Oh,
I would like to run.
I'd like to get the fuck out of there.
Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm out.
Yeah, he's on bath salts. I gotta go.
But real quick though, is there another bag of chips next to me though?
I mean, yeah, I feel like you can snag one out of somebody else's cart that is standing
surely
there.
Am. I'm like, nope, taking that and going.
So on the map that I gave you, you all are basically right in the middle of the furniture section where this car accident has just bashed through near the entrance. A second after you all start trying to head, and you can tell me which direction in the shop you're trying to head into, emergency floodlights kind of come on along the edges of the store. So you get some light along the side, but the middle of it is still in that bizarre, gloomy darkness where there's only a little bit of light sort of reflecting in a big, dark space. Which way are y'all trying to head?
Well, really? For real though?
I'm gonna run with the black people. That's happening.
Oh wait, I mean, like, I feel like this is.
I'm gonna head towards the cooler section because more than likely there's doors to be able to throw up.
As you all sort of kind of start heading towards the back of the store, again, chaos starts erupting. Because again, this place was full. You hear screaming and panicking. You even hear the odd muffled gunshot from behind you as you were coming around. As all hell is starting to break loose in here.
Nope, too black for this.
Nope.
Electra grabs the sledgehammer that was very helpfully given, and just tries to, like, it's either like when you're queer, you expect some things, and when you're black, you expect some things. So like being slightly prepared in this moment, I feel is justified.
I mean,
because there's only a matter of time, no matter what the situation.
Pretty much.
A matter of time.
Only a matter of time. Grabs the sledgehammer and like immediately tries to stay away from anyone who has a long range gun because she does not want to get like shot automatically, and looks for like tries to like look for like some clear exits while saying fuck.
As you all are running towards the back, you do see there is a door into the cooler area where things are colder. You also see a floppy double doors towards the employee area. And you see a couple of guards standing in front of it that are like, no, this is off limits to the shoppers. Please just everyone stay calm.
Sean would like to grab a slab of any of the kinds of meat that were available as we ran through the cool section. Just some kind of meat.
Yeah, you get like one of those like tubes of the beef, and like it comes wrapped in the plastic.
Yes.
When we ran back, because I'm looking at it literally says racetrack. When we ran back, would there have been like on the side of where the liquor is a bottle of vodka?
I'm gonna give you a quick roll. I'm not gonna punish you for this if something actually I might punish you for this if something terrible happens. That's this game.
Valid.
Give me
Well, the furniture section, the looks like the liquor section's
wine
right next
is
to
right
it,
by it.
The wine and liquor right there. I'm wondering if
you
like can I
can
get like
give
swipe?
me a search roll.
Okay.
Search. So for you, that you want under 33%. Now, something that I explained to you all before we started, but I haven't explained to you, dear internet. The way this game works is, again, it is not just binary pass fail. There are degrees of failure and degrees of success, and it's a communal pool. So just because one person fails, someone else may be able to help them, or vice versa.
That is a math. 29.
Yeah, so that's
29.
That is 1 degree of success. Yes, as you're walking by like the jankiest Heaven Hill in like a big plastic bottle that looks like a gardening can. Yes, you are able to grab that.
Cool. Like I said, I play too many games. I am in comparison to them, I'm 19. Maybe I might say I'm 21. I'm not. So, I'm like, nope. And then I'll keep going. Yeah.
All of your characters have a reasonable expectation of knowing the things you know. So, as you're heading back again, you get to the employee, and there are 2 guards that are like, please, no, this is off limits to the shoppers. Please, everyone, stay calm.
Do they look like they're armed? Or are they
do look like they're armed, and they each have their hands on their holsters, but they have not drawn because, I'm
not going anywhere near them.
I'm about to say a gunfight in Big Boxtopia would be problematic. So
nowhere near them.
I'm already carrying a weapon. I'm carrying several weapons if you count the fact that anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna steer clear.
All of you give me a spot listen check. That'll be up near the top under basic skills on the right-hand column, spot listen.
And what are we rolling for this?
Percentile, you want to get under your number.
Oh, wait.
Now this is our first, it's up near the top, basic skills, right hand column. This is I see that face. I like where this is headed, Marcus. So this is going to be our first truly communal pool here to see how this goes. So Marcus, based on that face. So again, you all, dear internet, the goal in this game is low numbers. You want to get under your target skill. Most of them only have around about a 30% chance to accomplish the things they're trying to accomplish. So where I said other games are weighted with an assumption of success, honestly, this one is weighted with an assumption of failure.
Pure failure.
And that failure may come in many forms, some of which is dictated by them, some of which is dictated by me. So yes, Marcus, what was that?
If I counted that correctly, that's 5 failures. That's an 84.
So that is already 5 degrees of failure. So unless somebody else rolls
53, 63, 73, 8. That's 5.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, let me just ask, did anyone roll fantastically?
I did.
Okay, all right. So let's see how this all shakes out. So Electra put their hand up first. So what how many degrees of success did Electra get?
Well, not many.
Okay.
I have a 29% and I rolled a 20.
Okay, so that is 1 degree of success. Okay, so but that's not bad. So right now, Marcus had 5 in the hole. All right, Electra's got 1 positive. We got a net 4 in the hole now. What were you saying, Sean? 1 success. We got a net 3 in the hole. How did Pharaoh do?
I rolled a 10%. And my thing is 30%. For spot listen. Did I need to put a D10 with that? Because I did also roll my percentage is a 10%. And then I rolled a D10 that has a 2 on it.
In the future, yes, roll both. But for this case, since this will be to your advantage, I'm gonna let it go with this. So that is 2 degrees of success. You have a net 1 failure. It's all coming down to you, Buju. How'd Buju do?
Oh no!
Buju's a little irie, man. As Buju was making his way to the back of the store, I figured, shit might hit the fan. So, I started grabbing TVs, put it in the cart, and then making my way, towards back there because, hey, if this is the end, I'm going down. I'm going down swinging. So, and with that said, I rolled a 60. And it's a 30.
You guys have a net 4 degrees of failure. So so what this means is you have failed to notice something very important.
Okay.
Between Marcus,
it was flaming hot Cheetos, and I was really hungry, so I started eating. I got the bag to prove it.
Marcus and Buju, you guys give me your ideas, and you all can help them with this, how you're going to spend 4 degrees of failure. And it can be all kinds of things. It can be something that, it can be something physically goes wrong, something breaks, you lose something. It could be someone gets injured. Realistically, you're just looking for something. So I'm not going to be like, you look right at the eye and hurt your, right at the light and hurt your eyes. Like, not really in this instance. It could be you have given away your position worse, or it could even be like something worse happens in the future. And of course, if you have no ideas, it will roll to me. So we need to account for 4 degrees of failure. Yeah.
So question then, and and we're already in front of the guard. This is back in front of the guards, right?
Yeah, you're heading that direction, sort of past the cooler section, back to the employee entrance. That's where the guards are like, no, don't go back here. Yeah.
So we failed to notice something. Okay. Is Marcus taking this first, or what's happening?
So I can tell you what happened on Marcus's end, and then we can, we can yes and from there. Because what happened was, I grabbed that vodka. I can't drink it. I don't want to drink it. I just know that I'm probably gonna need it at some periodical time. I put that away. I started grabbing my flaming hot Cheetos, and I was like, "Yo, we trying to get back there because you see what's happening. Do you play The Last of Us? Obviously not." And as I'm talking to him, I accidentally wipe my eye because, I just need to clear something. And there is chili powder and cayenne pepper and all those things that are in flaming hot Cheeto powder.
Perfect.
In my eye, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just struggling.
Cheetos, they belong in your mouth, not in your eye.
So that I will let you spend 2 of your degrees of failure on that because that is great. But for the next spot, listen, you're automatically gonna have 2 failures from the jump because you still got hot Cheeto dust in your eyes. So, we gotta account for 2 more. What's 2 more, Buju?
So as Buju was making his way back, and he's filling his cart with all kinds of shit, thinking he's gonna get out with it, and but like I said, his brain's a little foggy at this moment. So as he's making his way back, he's running with the cart, and then forgot that he was following Pharaoh because Pharaoh was this is the only connection that he had, and then Electra was there, but kind of lost track of both of them, and then looks one direction and runs the cart into another customer. And so the customer's like, flies, and then Boozie's like, what the hell? And, runs over the customer with the cart and accidentally steps on the customer there. And
that is perfect. You guys hear Boogie, boom, 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 boom. Oh, my trick knee. And somebody starts yelling at the top of their lungs, and towards the front of the store, you all hear,
No.
And it's coming this way.
No.
I'm sorry about that, but I got to get the hell out of here.
I've got to go check the noise.
Oh, really though?
Oh, you're that guy.
You're that guy,
Really?
Wait, what did he say?
Did you really just say you're gonna go check the noise? Electric.
I didn't hear that right. Did he just say?
Someone's screaming.
That's your favorite scary movie.
Okay, it's
weapons
Pharaoh
in front of us.
near Sean.
I'm feeling like
when they say I've got to go check the noise. Is
Uh,
Pharaoh anywhere near Sean?
Oh yeah, you're all right there, Sean. Since you succeeded on your spot lesson, I will say you saw Buju run this old man over. He's like a 60-something like ex-football player guy, and he's doing the full Peter Griffin on the ground, holding his knee, like, oh yeah, my trick knee, I can't. Oh jeez,
We gotta help him, y'all.
If I have to roll for it, I will. But I want to grab Sean by there. I'm sure he's got a button down or something on. Is it a sweater vest?
I mean, he's in graphic tees all day.
Unless Sean, unless you actively fight and resist to get rid of Pharaoh. I mean, yes, you can just grab him unless you like actively fight her.
Yeah, Pharaoh's gonna be like, this isn't one of their movies. We have to go.
He was so nice. Didn't you get a ticket?
Oh no, it's not the man with the ticket. It's just a different guy that he ran over with his cart. It is. Mm-hmm.
Nope, that Pharaoh said their, not our, their movie.
This isn't one of their movies. We have to go.
We don't give what you run up the stairs. Would you run up the stairs?
Definitely hear something is coming. So like the noises are getting closer. According to our map of Big Box Topia here, if you all had to wager a guess, you guys are kind of at the top of the refrigerator foods. The noises sound like they're coming down the sidewall, like basically the bottom of the map. Essentially, it is big and echoey in here, and there's a lot of screaming, panicking people. But you feel like it's coming along the bottom towards the back of the store.
So Buju's still running. I mean, I've still got the car. Like I went over this guy. Okay.
You just very much gave away your position, and something hears this man screaming, and something is coming for him.
Why did we come to the freezer section? Black people don't like to cold weather. Don't you know that? We island people, man.
Buju, it's because freezers usually have where you can close a door. We need to put something between us and whatever is coming.
And there's got to be a back door to this place.
I turned to one of the guards, still with don't do that. Still with Cheeto dust in my eyes, and I'm like, look! I don't shoot me. I swear to God, we just trying to live. I'm good with numbers and tech and shit. Do you have any way to close this place down? I can do it.
They're looking at you. Their eyes are like dinner plates because they don't know what's going on either. They're just like,
do you hear that?
You all hear, I just can't get at the holy shit! And you all see over there 2 dark figures just descend on this man that you just ran over, Buju. And you hear
Running.
Hey,
nope.
Well,
nope.
Bruh.
You see
sorry, man.
One of them steps forward and pulls out his gun. Oh. Pulls out his gun and starts shooting, missing wildly. I need all of you to give me dodge checks.
He started shooting at us?
Really?
No, he started shooting at the zombies, but he missed 5 degrees of failure.
For real?
For what it's worth, the second guard rolled a 14, so he's like dead shot over here. It's the first guy. It's like pap.
Okay.
Yeah. All of you, give me dexterity.
Okay, we just roll 1.
Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, no, you roll both percentile dice.
Oh, both percentile.
Yeah, do roll both percentile dice.
Okay.
Why is that gotta happen?
Yeah.
I mean, because why the numbers gotta be so low, man? You know.
Survival, but I would say you're all in it together, but you all look equally saddened by this. So
I'm so sad right now.
Okay, so hold on a second. There is another mechanic that I neglected to mention until this point, which is important.
How dare?
Each of you, well, because now somebody's about to get shot, and it's just jumped back into my awareness. You each have something that are called competence points. You have two. You have two for the entire adventure. 2 guaranteed successes that you can use anytime you want, in any time in this whole adventure, but you've only got the 2. So they are very much an exhaustible resource. It is up to you to decide when you use them, but it is something you've all got. So, and if you decide that you're going to use that, just be like, I'm going to use one of my competence points, or I'm going to use both of my competence points. So first of all, let's. There are bullets flying very much towards all of y'all. So let's again and again, you all look so sad. What'd you get, Sean?
I got an 86.
Is that 4 or 5 degrees of failure?
That is 5 on the nose because mine was 36%.
So we're already in the whole 5. Okay, Electra.
Nah, fam. I'm gonna use a competency point. Nope. Nah, not happening. Not happening. Cause I no.
So what's your total? Are you gonna use 1 or 2 of your competence points?
I will use 1.
Okay. And then what's that gonna give you as a total?
So then I have 30%, and I am now just under it. So I've got a 20.
So that will give you 1 degree of success. Okay, so we have a okay. So let me tell you, before you spend your competence point, what did you roll on the dice?
Oh, fully. So I had you told us to roll 2, right?
Yeah. So just percentile.
So what the percentile was an 8. So that was well over that 30%.
Oh, okay. No, this is worse than you think. Okay, no. So that's 5 degrees of failure for you too. If you spend your competency point, that will just get you to 4 degrees of failure. Or if you spend both, it'll get you to 3 degrees of failure. It doesn't mean you automatically succeed. It just gives you basically 1 or 2 of your positive resources.
We
so
are
right
all
now
shot by this armed guard and big box.
I mean,
Utopia and
there's a real chance that yeah. I will tell you,
But
you're not all.
surprised?
No, let me tell you in advance. You're not all going to get shot. I'm gonna roll a d6 to decide because he's not trying to shoot you. He's trying to shoot the zombie. He just rolled awfully. So
okay.
So right now that has you sitting at 5. It is up to you whether or not you want to spend your competency points. Honestly, to tell you the truth,
it's not going to make much of a difference. It doesn't seem.
No,
like.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Well, so
I'm gonna go ahead and roll my resistance to gunshot wounds.
let me tell you a couple of things.
Oh shit.
We're gonna die.
Under different circumstances, this would register as a headshot and it would instantly kill one of you, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm not a monster. So that's
just remember, Todd, that guard, firearm safety.
We're just supposed to be out here having. I mean, honestly, this would be that scene in the movie though, when the dude's like, pa, Sean, plow, But I'm not gonna do that right now. So right now, Sean's at 5 degrees of failure. Electra's at 5 degrees of failure. But so, dude, let me say, because you were saying, Buju, that it won't make a difference. All things being equal, probably not. You're probably better off saving that. Except it is true that many successes could be a headshot. It could kill you. So there might be opportunities to spend it just to reduce the damage you take and make it more likely you're going to live.
Got it. Okay.
In this particular case, I'm gonna go ahead and say hold on to it because somebody's about to get hurt, but you're not about to get one shot, even though mechanically you could. So, but that is just something to keep in mind. But that's how fast it is. Just bang, boom, dead. So hey, welcome to ZOMBV, Outbreak Undead.
All right.
Pharaoh, what was that for Pharaoh?
Got a 42%. I'm sorry, no, 43%, and their dodge is 30%. So
that is 1 degree. No, that is gonna be 2 degrees of failure for you. Okay, Marcus.
Yeah,
I actually rolled a 28, and my dodge is 32.
Okay, so that is 1 degree of success. Okay, you managed to hit the deck at least, Marcus, and Buju.
Well, Buju.
Like how you got to explain the role.
What
happened was
I had put some extra lotion on my hands, and when I rolled, and now it's so I rolled a 95. That's gonna
so
be
that is 5 for you also.
Well, yeah.
It was nice playing with everybody. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, really under different. Like honestly,
this is a great game.
But who won that raffle though?
Yeah, right.
No, realistically, this is catastrophic failure. Like it really could be the kind of thing where like somebody just had a machine gun and killed all of you. Like that is really possible, but that is not what happened right here. Just do understand that is this game though. So allow me to try and think of a way that this is not catastrophic death for all of 3 of you at least. All right, this is how I'm gonna do it.
Could I use a competency point? Lower.
You absolutely can.
I'll lower it to 1 degree of failure for Pharaoh.
All right, 1 degree for Pharaoh. Marcus got out of the way. We established Marcus was the only one.
That. I flipped it in reverse. I went, nope.
Yeah. I mean, it very much makes sense that the zombies pounce on this man. You all are looking at that. This dude behind you starts shooting wildly, and you don't even see him. You don't even see that it's going to happen. So here's how I'm going to do this.
Just bullets flying.
Yep, this is how I'm going to do this. I'm gonna let you know how. Well, okay. First, before I decide.
Oh my!
Do any of you have any suggestions of how you might be able to spend some of those failures short of just getting shot?
Yes.
Again,
yes.
It's got to be something bad because this is catastrophic failure for 3 of you.
Okay.
I have. Oh.
Yes.
So the zombie has jumped on dude on the floor.
2 zombies have jumped on dude on the floor.
2. Okay,
yes.
okay.
And the guards opened fire. One of the guards actually was surprisingly capable and actually shot one of the zombies in the head and killed it. The other guard, however, was not. And that is and that is what one of them rolled a 14 and one of them rolled a 95. So that's why one is like ice cold. All my training has led to this. The other one never put in his time at the range, and we're finding that out now. So that is and you all are basically between the guards and the zombies.
All right, I've got a degree of failure depending. Pharaoh with the zombies, like, you know, going on top of, you know, poor dude that got ran over. Surprise, has the selfie stick, stumbles backwards, it extends and whacks one of the guards on the head, and that's the reason why the shooting goes wild. Is that
I will let that account for your 1 degree of failure. So that is so Pharaoh and Marcus are out of the way, but made it much worse for the others.
How does that make it? Wait,
but that because I mean they still have to spend their 5 failures are their 5 failures. But I will actually no. That is not okay. This is because that is still not necessarily negative for you, Pharaoh.
Okay. All right. I get that.
Yeah. You have to spin the failure. Like it still has to be something bad.
Okay. How about then, because it's 1 degree, Pharaoh is completely startled, falls back and smashes her phone, which is her livelihood.
Perfect. With just 1 degree of failure, I'll just say you drop it and it slides under a shelf. It's not broken, but you fall and it clatters away from you. And you see that it is under a shelf over there, but you can't reach it. All right. But yes, that will get Pharaoh out of the way of the bullets. Yes, that is true. I would just like, dear internet, the producers just wrote in chat, you don't want me picking the failures. It's true. So you're
also the one who throws a Serac at people in 1 shot. So hey,
I'm like here and can hear you. Just because it's true, you don't have to say it. So the default, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do. What I will let you know what the default is. The default is I'm gonna roll twice for the 3 of you that are still in danger, and whoever gets shot, and one person may well get shot twice. I'll even go so far as to tell you I've already rolled. One person does get shot twice. Is what is like standing currently. That is the current state of things. Somebody's about to get double tapped.
So how about you decide your negatives, y'all? You decide your failures.
Yeah, for real.
But hey, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. Y'all tell me what happens.
We're in between dude on the floor and security guard. And Pharaoh wasn't the cause of the.
No, she just fell. She fell and lost her phone.
Okay, was that before or after he starts shooting?
This is all kind of simultaneous. Bang, bang, bang. She hits the dirt. Whatever else is about to happen. Marcus does the throw as he's picking at the hot Cheeto dust in his eye. Basically, just jumps out of the way. And the 3 of you essentially were looking at the zombies when the guards started shooting and just didn't know.
Okay. Pharaoh, are you closer to the zombies or are you closer to the security guards?
I was closer to the security. Oh.
Yeah, you're all closer. The zombies are 25 feet away.
Oh, that's
okay.
Okay.
Very much eating this guy.
Okay. Think.
So now we have entered into the ticking clock section of this, where I'm going to start counting down from when I just tell you what happens. So yes, Sean.
Okay. If I may. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You had a thing. I'm not going to interrupt you.
Sean, terrified of the gunshots, spins around, sees them shooting, thinks he was shot. And in this fear, Chuck throws this slab of ground beef backwards. So now it is spiraling towards the zombies. It does not hit the zombies, but lands near them, making a sound and attracting the unwounded zombie to then approach the slab of raw meat, which makes him start to crawl closer to our group. And now that zombie is paying attention to us, more particularly me, the person who just threw the meat.
I will give you, having gotten the zombie focused on you, I will give that is viable. Okay. So Electra and Buju, it's down to you 2.
Okay. Marcus, what happened to the bottle of vodka?
Oh, I got that.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay then.
Oh, that's being no.
Buju, because the lights are out, can't really see too much. Buju, of course, is packing a lighter. So Buju pulls out the lighter, and let's see, we're in the rear section by the cooler. Looks like there's like some coffee there's like we're kind of near the coffee section. So Buju has the lighter, and he's kind of holding it up, but he's in a little bit of a daze and is looking to see if he can see anything. And while he's doing that, he's lighting the coffee filters on fire that are all right there. And so the coffee filters that are all on the shelf start going up in flames. Of course, attracting attention to the zombies. Will you allow that?
You're muted.
Who's muted?
Me. I will let you have that, but you're gonna get burned in the process. Because again, this is catastrophic failure. Like something that's like bad has to happen. Right. I will let you do that if you want to accept that you're gonna get burned.
It's either burned or shot.
I mean, the decision does seem to make itself. Yes.
Yeah. Burn's fine.
I'm going to say that your lighter actually explodes in your hand for 1 point of damage. You pow, and your Buju curses and pulls his hand back. So we are done. We are down to you, Electra.
So we have like a shelf that's on fire currently. That what's
basically
happening?
Right in a zombie actively heading your direction.
Cool, great. So there's been like a tumult, there's a hustle, people have knocked shit on the floor. Elektra is like, she looks at the zombies and then they look back because they want to like check on Pharaoh, because as great as all of, like, collectively we are collectively great. Disastrous queers are always going to look for the next prettiest thing. So Elektra, who's holding this giant sledgehammer, I know, right? Swings herself towards the zombies, sees them coming, swings back, and sees like this shelf on fire and like starts running, and it looks amazing. It looks fantastic. It looks like this shit just came out of like a Marvel produced movie, just like glorious, like lit by fire. And then because her fucking docs are not the original docs, but like the new docs whose slip covering is not as good as the old docs, she fucking bites it. She slips straight through, like almost like you watch it, and if it was baseball, it would be cool because, you know, you'd be sliding into third. But instead, she doesn't slide into third. She just like fucking face plants into a fucking freezer, and the sledgehammer goes through the glass into in between, like, you know, those giant fucking cases of Hawaiian rolls, like into like frozen Hawaiian rolls. She pulls it out, slips backwards, and the sledgehammer, like, she just refused. I'm sure she would have been fine if she had just let the fucking sledgehammer go. But they did it because they're tenacious. So they are holding on to the sledgehammer and whack themselves again straight onto another freezer door.
And
it's not cute, and it's
it is not. And I will accept that, except one bullet still hits one of you in the midst of all of that tumultuousness. And I want you to know it would have been 2 and probably still would have killed one of you, but now it is just down to 1. However, I roll really great on the damage. So it is going to, in the midst of all of this, Elektra.
I knew you were looking at me. I felt you. I felt you.
One still hits you in the shoulder while this guy is firing wildly.
You mean the Hawaiian rolls didn't block it from hitting them or anything?
They didn't.
That's messed up. I'll take it though. I'll take it.
For it would have been 9, but you have a damage threshold of 4, so 5 total points of damage. I will go into more detail soon about what that means, but the simple answer is you are shot. Like any human being being shot is shot. You all see her trip, stumble, all this happen, bam, in the back. Hits her in the arm, and she screams, and blood hits the floor all around her, and you all hear the and the zombie is actively scrambling your direction now, having gotten its attention, and it's smelling fresh blood over here. The first guard that was highly effective,
Dave, what are you doing?
I'm not gonna make this happen to you guys. He was great the first time. The second time rolls 100, which is the worst possible roll. So as the second zombie is scrambling towards him, shoots the guy that shot Elektra in the head, point blank range. Black blood and brains spray all over you guys, but the first guard's gun does clatter to the ground nearby where one of you could reach it. In the midst of screaming in pain and a burned hand for Buju and a bullet wound for Elektra, I think that's probably a good place for us to take our little 10-minute break now as the zombie is scrambling your direction. I know this was slightly early, so hopefully I didn't catch production too flat-footed, because this is fine. This zombie is closing in and everything is great. So we're going to take our little 10 as long as production is ready for us. And we'll see you back here in a minute. And we're back. Again, I told you, it's a silky smooth and uneventful shopping trip to Big Boxtopia. Just another day buying things before we go into quarantine for some sort of weird Ebola outbreak. Like, I don't know. As we come back with our characters here, Sean Perkins, the world's greatest uncle, Electra Johnson, queer phenomenon, recently acquiring a gunshot wound, Pharaoh Moore, IG DJ, Marcus DeSantos, scrappy, hungry, tech expert kid, and Buju Gregory, the semi-retired single ex-reggae singer, stay-at-home dad that might have come out on the wrong day this time. As they were all here shopping at Big Boxtopia, again ahead of an imminent quarantine order from the governor, they were all given raffle tickets to give away $10,000 worth of goods and services that would help a person survive the quarantine. While they were waiting for the draw, a large pickup truck crashed through the front of the store. And when the doors opened, something not human poured out and immediately began biting and infecting people. As our survivors fled towards the back of the store, as they would want to do, Buju accidentally ran some poor man over with his cart, whose screams attracted those infected by the ZOMBV strain that came back and very quickly fed on the man. 2 guards opened fire on the zombies, one of which very effectively and one of which very not effectively, injuring our Electra in the process. That same guard that was so lethal moments before accidentally shot his fellow guard at point blank range, spraying blood and brains and viscera and gore all over the 5 of you, and his weapon clattering to the ground. In the process of trying to get out of the way of the hail of bullets, Sean flung a hunk of raw meat over towards the zombies, which got their attention and are now very quickly scrambling in your direction. I just want to say something as an aside. I checked the rules, and as written, I rolled high enough on the damage that Electra should have been dead from that bullet. I am not going to do that to you, but I do want you to understand the random lethality of this game that happens that quick. A dude starts shooting, rolls poorly, you try to dodge, roll poorly, and that's it. A bullet is a bullet. But for our purposes, is Electra right or left-handed?
Left-handed.
I'm gonna say her left hand is out of commission, and you dropped the sledgehammer when you took that bullet, which was supposed to take your life. And we come back now with this zombie crawling across the ground towards you, and the guard shooting helplessly. It's just like, and the gun clatters to the ground. Pharaoh, you have to make an unthinkable choice. Might not be that difficult, because as you said, this is not one of their movies. Do you grab the gun, or do you try and recover your cell phone?
Oh man, that is not fair. That is not
That's
fair.
a big choice.
That's effed up.
That's the most expensive thing that she owns.
As you hit the ground, also dodging the hail of bullets, the phone slid under a nearby shelf. You see it under the snack shelf with the screen still lit up in your beautiful custom background of you on the 1s and 2s there, glowing, calling to you underneath the shelf as you realize you've got to act right now because this thing is coming for you.
Dave, you're so mean. You're so
That's
mean.
messed up.
It is a game of survival horror, y'all. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not though.
Pharaoh's going for the gun.
Mm-hmm. I will say you recover the gun as the thing is scrambling your direction. All of you have seen Electra get shot. She got hit in the back and with a grunt has like kind of fallen forward into the freezer section. It is a small miracle that they are even still alive, but they are still standing. What are the rest of you doing?
Still standing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go and try to help out.
Yeah, Buju's gonna take one of the coffee filters that's not burned.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I forgot to say, Buju is set afire. So right next to you, one of the shelves is going up in flames.
Oh,
You know what?
Yes.
Because I am not so cruel, we will let fate decide if Buju has ignited the shelf that your phone is under. 50-50, Pharaoh. 50-50. You want
Sorry
high or
about
low?
that, Pharaoh.
I'm gonna go high.
All right.
Always high. Keep it high.
So you had a 50% chance. I roll 40 in your favor. So
Okay. It's like, whoa.
But yes, a fire is now breaking out inside a big boxtopia. You, Marcus, with your mastery of systems, realize it's probably going to set off the sprinkler system soon too. And that'll be a whole different set of problems, or maybe it'll be an opportunity if these things are tracking you by scent. It's hard to say.
It's going to help. And I'm like, yo, stop shooting. And where do we go?
He is not looking at you. He is looking at the charging zombie.
You said that the employee room is behind him?
It is, and he is currently not looking. There's those big swinging doors where you could get into the back of the store. The two guards were trying to stop you, started shooting at zombies. He is no longer looking at the door.
I am rushing that way. Sorry, y'all. I'm too young. Y'all already got lives. I don't. So he's running into that room.
Marcus heads towards the back. Sean?
So just for clarity, there were two guys shooting, and one guy shot really well, and he shot really poorly and shot his other dude.
Exactly. You had two guards. Guard number one was a dead shot, killed one zombie, went to try and shoot the second zombie, rolled 100, which is as bad as possible in this, and shot his homie, point blank headshot, pow, killed his friend, and then is kind of attempting to reorient as the zombie is closing in.
Okay. I am going to attempt to administer some kind of aid, some kind of first aid. I have.
Oh, Sean, he's very dead. You watched his head explode. You're 100% sure he's. Oh,
not him.
To Electra. Got it. Right. Got it.
Not everybody's in it for themselves.
I mean, you should be, but okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna give you. Well, you know that, and this is true. This is part of the
Spade's partner.
No, this is part of the logic of this game, though, that there is a certain amount of altruism, but there's also practicality. If they don't help you and the zombie bites you, that's just another zombie now. So there are like humanitarian reasons to help, and there's also very practical personal reasons, survival reasons to help. All right, so you say you got some first aid here?
Yeah, I got some. Where is my first aid? I was just looking at it. I have 41% in my first aid, and then I have 6% advanced medicine.
So, do you, hold on.
Get it, Dr. Huxtable?
I know, right?
Right?
On
the hand, bro.
You know, on the right-hand side, do you have, a first aid kit marked on your sheet down towards the right, the far right near the bottom?
I see one in my gear.
Realistic. Well, I think we already established. I'm gonna say you had a backpack or something with you. Fine. Yeah. Bandages and things. You're conscientious. So, what that means is, so this would not be the advanced medicine yet. The advanced medicine would be if you're like legit trying to perform like surgery, like you're trying to apply anesthesia, clean the wound. You're really going to go in and do surgery. This, what you're trying to do, falls under first aid. So you can roll your first aid. You also can, whatever the number next to first aid, you can apply to this. But here's the question. Are you really trying to do this standing right here, right now, with this zombie actively charging, or are you going to try and move her and get her somewhere and do it?
Ooh.
What's
you doing? It's gonna affect where how safe I feel.
Well, okay. Buju, because Buju's a stay-at-home dad, he does have a first aid kit in his diaper bag. So first and foremost, we got to fix this burn. So what Buju does is he takes the first aid kit, gets the burn gel, everything, quickly wraps his hand.
So again, are you standing here and doing this, or are you trying to move and deal with it?
Well, I'm
Because
trying to move
that will affect how this works out.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. There's a dilemma here. Buju's kind of, having a dilemma because, Buju's on that herb, man. And when you're on that herb, you're making it's hard to make a decision. So you look over and you see Electra and they're on the ground right there and you want to help them out. But at the same time, you're like, freedom! So, I don't
And
know
Marcus is leaving, by the way. You definitely see Marcus heading towards the back.
And I see Marcus and I'm like, he got the right idea, man. So I look over Electra, Marcus. Sorry, Electra.
I'm standing, by the way, just to let you know.
So
now, so Buju's gonna peace out too.
Buju's gonna peace out, but in that time of peacing out, he's very torn. But he's grabbing the first aid kit, everything, wrapping up. He's done this before, so he's a dad, and he's also burned his hand a lot, lighting the spliffs. So as he's gets to the employee door and gets behind the guard.
All right, Electra, you are injured. You do see Sean is trying to help you. Do you want him to help you here, or do you want to try and run and deal with it when you get back there?
I actually want to try and run. I want to try and get away as fast as I can.
Okay.
But Electra, Sean is trying to help, and Electra is like, if you've got something, let's go. She's like, they're halfway screaming, it's awful.
That helps. That helps. I understand. You're not yelling at me. You're yelling at the situation.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I have a couple nieces. I understand.
No, stop talking. Stop talking though. Stop talking though. We can play spades later.
Fine.
We need to go.
I completely.
So, important question.
Yes.
Pharaoh, because I have rolled and I know a thing now.
Oh.
Does Pharaoh try and run, or does Pharaoh stand and take a shot at the zombie?
Ooh.
Because you have the gun, it's coming your direction.
While deciding, I think I'm going to try to get the sledgehammer to help. You're
going to grip? Okay, you're going to recover the sledgehammer and start moving? Okay, so you guys are moving, sledgehammer moving. Pharaoh, what's the verdict?
It's only going to follow us. Pharaoh's going to take a shot.
Roll it, Pharaoh. Roll your pistols, which is in the middle.
What does it mean if you have a 12 for increases from advancement?
You're going to add that to it. So again, these are pre-generated characters, but they basically have spent some of their experience. Yeah, so you are better at firearms.
So instead of a 48%, since there's a 12 next to that, doesn't
it is now a 60%.
All right.
Actually, hold on a second. Let me check something here. I might be telling you wrong. Let me look.
Let it happen for this one shot.
No. The 48 has already accounted for those 12 points. That's why it's already so high.
Okay.
So you have a 48% chance.
Okay.
Which is, you can already see, is pretty good, especially because you have 2 competency points you theoretically haven't spent yet.
Well, so, I spent 1, so I've got 1 left.
So you theoretically have 1. Okay.
So I have to get below a 48%.
Yep.
No problem.
Statistically speaking, it should be fine. Let's see.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
I got a 70 on my percentile and a 2 on my D10.
So
should I just leave?
So 58, 68. Then 2 said that is 3 degrees of failure.
I'm going to use my other competency point.
So now that is 2 degrees of failure. Okay. You all see there's nothing really any of you could do to help. But it's not all bad news because I rolled to dodge for the zombie and got 100. I got 5 degrees of failure with that, so everything is bad.
Thank you, ancestors.
I am going to say it scrambles forward towards you, and as you are shooting, it throws its hand up and it shoulder checks you and knocks you to the ground, Pharaoh. Give me a composure roll to see if you can hold on to the gun or if you drop it.
Okay.
It scrambles forward again because it got 5 degrees of success and crashes into the burning shelf. And so begins screaming, and a horrific stench starts coming out. It was like,
below. Oh, I got 100 on one of them. And then 30 on the other.
So that is good. That is a 3%. That's so good. I will say you. Well, in fact, tell me how many degrees of success that is.
Okay.
Do tell me.
Composure is 34%, and
yeah,
I
so this,
got a 3%.
So 3 degrees of failure. I mean, success. So I'm gonna say it hits you. You actually don't fall. You kind of plant your hand and have the gun in your hand still. I'm gonna give you 3 degrees of success. You tell me what you do with them. It is sort of entangled in the burning shelf. Your friends are trying to run. Electra is injured. Sean's trying to help them along. What are you going to spend your 3 degrees of success on?
Along with of her many freelancing jobs that Pharaoh has done. One of them was hot room yoga master. So she has no problem being near heat, and she's got a good reach when it comes to like flexibility and legs. So she, since it's 3 degrees of success, does a sweeping kick, like to knock the zombie further, like lay it prone into the fiery shelf. So with that, retains the gun. And does
I will tell you, getting away safe will cost you 1 degree. So it does. It can't,
gets away safe.
Right.
And gets away safe.
Electra, in your injured, pain-induced haze, you notice she throws a pretty good switch kick, though. Bam! And sort of like knocks this thing into it, and some of the burning shelving and everything falls under it, and it is pinned. It is screaming and looking at you, and it's the first time you get a good look at it, Pharaoh. It looks vaguely human. It is like a person that now you can see has got kind of a tattered flannel, but their eyes are bloodshot and open to the point of almost bulging out of the head. And the mouth is just open and they're snapping, and there's like foam building up around it. And it's making very inhuman noises, like as it is pinned and burning.
Yeah, Pharaoh's running.
Mm-hmm.
Running towards the back with the guards were but while she's running, she goes, no, not like their movies at all.
Marcus, boom, through the back. When you come into the back, it is black, dark, and cold in here, and it is very quiet. Whatever those emergency floodlights are, they are not on back here.
Well, firstly, I'm a kid, and I'm a adult, not
you're adult adjacent. Yeah.
But I'm adult, so I have a phone.
You do.
And I go ahead and do that good old, what do you call it? Boom. Turn on that flashlight. So I'm gonna start using that at its highest percentage to start looking around. And I'm over here like, shit, okay. Back room, employees room, breaker, no, not breaker. Where do they keep the equipment? And I'm looking for whatever that I can do. 2 things. One, whatever I can do to trigger the fire alarm, because that should help with the it's gonna be gross, but it's gonna help with the burning. But 2, I had it in my head and it just went away. I want to try to get to a loudspeaker, not a loudspeaker,
like the intercom.
An intercom in general. I'm trying to like not only make it make it wet and make it clear, but like discombobulate whatever is in here. So we have a better chance of these things aren't just going towards one place right now. Let's get them scattered again.
Perfect. Because they very much are right now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say all of you make your way back there as Marcus is kind of looking around. All of you can either give me search or spot listen, whichever is going to be higher for you.
I'm gonna do search because my spot listen already gives me 2 negatives.
That's true. Yeah, you still got chili dust in your eyes.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
After this, it'll be shook out though. Like it won't inhibit
Okay.
another roll after this, Marcus. Speaking of bloodshot eyes, right?
Lol.
Yeah, but Are we all rolling?
Yes. I mean, well,
I'm so mad
if you're helping with the search, like, because presumably Marcus tells you what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because I'm with him.
Yeah.
Or
by now, you all kind of make your way back. I mean, he was only seconds ahead of you.
Okay.
So I rolled a 9.
Okay, that is significant success. So what is your skill?
36%.
So that is 9 to 19 to 29. I'll give you the difference there. So that is 3 degrees of success. Things are, hey, starting in the right direction. Heading in the right direction, Sean.
Positivity, guys. Positivity.
I rolled a 45%, but my search is 36%.
So that is 1 degree of failure. We're still 2 net positive, okay?
I mean,
Buju.
It's just a game of failure, right? Like, that's the thing. Like, you're just pretty much gonna fail. Because I rolled a 73.
Against what?
A 30.
So we're now net 2 degrees of failure, okay? Now, I will just say, as a mechanic, even though, yes, you do accumulate these failures, it is very possible that you still can do some things. It just takes longer than you mean it to. So It is not necessarily if this ends up being in the negative. You just can't find a fire alarm in a major industrial place. You just may take longer than you meant to. You may make more noise than you meant to. Like there's some other unintended negative consequence comes along with it. I like this face, Marcus. I'm not even going to ask. Electra shot. So they're already having hard times.
I mean, I don't even know if I should be looking, honestly, though. Like,
you know what? I will give Electra a pass on this because, their mind might be elsewhere.
I'm trying to resist pain.
Yeah. Resist pain is a skill, actually. But
I have it.
You can give me a resist pain roll. Give me a resist pain roll. And yes, Marcus.
I wish I had not mentioned it.
We got net 2 negative, Marcus.
But I'm not mad at it, so that's good.
Well, what came out?
So it looks like I got a 12.
Against what?
Against a 32.
You know what? That is 2 degrees of success. But to tell you the truth, again, since this is supposed to be a happy occasion, I will let you decide if you want to use that for your resist pain, if you want to use it for your spot. Listen, there's pluses or minuses to both, really. I will let you decide.
How are we with that spot listen? I'm a team player.
Valid. Right now we're 2 negative. Where are we at, Marcus? Right now we're 2 negative. It's all coming down to Marcus.
Come on, Marcus.
So I got into this room alone. And they was getting shot and they was burning shit. They tossing meat. And I was good. I was fine. I didn't graduate from tech school, but I was really damn good. But money's tight, especially for Black people. And I was like, it's cool. I'm gonna be back here and living my best life. And I'm going to do exactly what I need to do to help this group that I don't want to help right now because I just want to live. So I'm really searching before they even got there. And apparently I can't see it in front of my own eyes because I rolled a 91. So that is 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, 90. That's 6 extra failures if I'm calculating.
Hey, the good news is the most you can only have is 5. Okay.
Well, that's 5.
Okay. Marcus,
Hi.
you go through here and you find a panel and it's got green buttons and blue buttons and black buttons. And
Don't
you're
you
like,
dare.
you're like, I know exactly what this
Don't
one does.
you dare.
Boom. You
Oh,
all
no.
hear choom, 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 choom of doors closing all over Big Boxtopia. And
This is
you
why y'all
hear-
touch nothing.
You
I
hear
thought I could do it. You
Through
the
the
one getting
doors.
shot like a damn zebra.
through the doors behind you. Boom! The guard comes through with the door, bleeding from his neck. And he's like, no, okay. I think one of them got me, but I'm okay.
Nope.
I'm okay.
Nope.
Wait,
No,
wait, wait.
I'm
It looks
okay.
like a bite mark. It's a bite mark.
His hand's on it, but it's bleeding.
Is it possible to? I would like to speak to him.
Pharaoh shoots him.
I would like to persuade him to give me his gun.
Persuade.
Well, let's we'll see if go ahead and roll, Pharaoh, so at least you can have it in your back pocket there. And persuade, diplomacy is a skill.
Yes,
Calm
I would
other
like to
is
get that
also a
gun
skill.
to his-
So I will let you roll either your calm other or your diplomacy. Because he very much is like, no, okay, no, I got him. I think you
All right,
bit me,
let's roll
but
that
it's
calm
cool.
other.
Cool. Yeah, roll it and see.
Oh, think. Everybody knows when someone bites someone. You know when
12.
someone bites you.
I'm gonna take
Well,
that
how
resist
many-
pain,
how
by
many-
the way.
34%.
Y'all just see Electra just sort of stands up a little straighter and is like, no, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Fine.
You know, yeah. Pain don't hurt. Weakness leaving the body.
No, I was born in Detroit. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Born in
Yeah.
Detroit.
So how many successes is that total, Sean?
That is
2 or 3? 2?
34%. And I got a 12.
Yeah, so 12 to 22 to 32, 2%. Yeah, or 2 successes. So what do you say to this guy? Because he's like, no, I think what do you say to him?
Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Right here.
Yeah,
Right here.
yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna give this gun away. Okay. We're gonna sit down. I'm gonna pat you up. Get through the breathe. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. What's your dog's name?
Mr. Nibbles. He's actually in here.
There
My
you
mom
go.
brought
I
him
want
to
you
see me on my lunch
focus
break.
Mr.
Yeah.
Nibbles.
Mm,
You
yeah.
just focus on Mr. Nibbles, okay?
Mr.
Go ahead and
Nibbles.
have a seat.
Mr. Nibbles.
Focus on Mr. I'm gonna take this gun.
While he's
Focus
saying
on
that,
Mr. Nibbles.
Pharaoh is walking around to the side of the guard. She's flanking the guard.
Mm-hmm. How many did you get,
I
Pharaoh?
would like to shoot the guard now.
I will
Well-
just say, in the interest of just both Pharaoh and both of you, he's like, Mr. Nibbles, I love you, Mr. Nibbles. And both of you are just like, pow. And when he hits the ground and his hand falls away, you do see reddish black veins spider webbing out of it. I mean, he was going to turn.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
to
that's
Pharaoh and
not
say,
fair,
not
man.
one of their movies.
I told all of you I have the cure. I have the cure.
Pharaoh's going to reload her bullets with whatever the guard has on them and offer the gun to whoever wants to take it. That guard's gun.
Oh no, Sean's got the gun. He shot him with it.
Oh, he does. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm,
Then
yeah.
rifle for any more ammunition if we're gonna go through that.
Does the
So-
guard have a pocket knife?
I will let fate
I
decide.
will get.
He does.
Oh.
He's got like a folding knife, like a Bowie knife.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that, because
Hmm.
Electra
Any-
apparently does.
Does he have any
So-
other like armor or anything like that? Like,
No, he's a rent-a-cop.
stick. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just a
Bob
rent-a-cop.
Light in this house.
I'll
Yeah.
say he had a collapsible baton,
Okay.
because a rent-a-cop most likely would have it. So
Don't
let
you
me
got a
explain.
hoe?
Yeah,
I
you
hear
do.
Keys.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has keys. He has a set of keys.
He has keys. Okay.
The way the bullets work and the ammunition work in this, by the way, is every time you shoot I'm going to get you to roll one of these white dice. Pending what you get on that roll will affect when you run out of bullets. As your depletion mounts, you roll more and more of these. I believe I'm telling you this right. We'll say he's got an 11-round clip. I'm going to say that you roll one of these until you get a 5 or a 6. When you get a 5 or a 6, you're going to start rolling 2 of these until you get a 5 or a 6, and you'll keep adding them. The first time the dice add up to 11, you're out of bullets. You follow me?
Yep.
So
Damn.
That's scary. That's scary.
So there's a certain amount of risk, and you can't just be like, because it's like click, 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 click. So
what you say?
Go ahead and give me your first aid check to see if you can patch up Electra. Even though she's standing there like a G, she is bleeding all over the place.
It's not
not to mention the dude you guys just double tapped is also bleeding everywhere. But yeah. Also, that was gangster. Thank you, Uncle Sean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Very much so.
That's awesome.
Like, damn, Sean. Damn.
I mean, it beats like that. It is in fact not one of their
His
movies.
thoughts were of his favorite puppy, so
shout out.
Good memory. It was a good memory to go out.
Shout out to Mr. Nibbles. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Like I said in chat, Mr. Nibbles bet not be no damn zombie dog. I'm gonna be like, I am legend. Like, go sleep.
Hey, I don't know why you would say such a thing just because I said Mr. Nibbles is in this place. I mean, first of all, y'all already know who I am and you know what this is. Okay.
Chekhov's gun.
Look,
You don't
Sean.
mention something unless it has significance.
Chekhov's Nibbles. Yeah.
Sean, you can take the uncle out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out That's right.
So for your first aid, so again, you roll your first aid plus whatever the first aid kit bonus you've got, and you want to get under that.
Okay, we're there. That's 14. That is 5 successes.
So
we are at 14 plus those plus the 1 first aid kit.
Okay. All right. So Sean, having just dusted this dude, you immediately come over and you set to work on Electra's wound here. You realize that the good news is it's a through and through. Seems like it hit mostly tissue, not bone. And you are able to bandage it up again. You still won't have the use of that arm, but he kind of is able to incapacitate it in a sling. There's no risk of infection because that is also this game. Yeah. And he has it bandaged up, so you also don't have to necessarily worry about having a transmission by, I don't know, an infected person's blood spraying all over you like it's happened to you twice already. So you will be safe now. And recover from it. I will also say he did such a good job, you won't take any penalties to your die rolls. You can't use that arm, but it kind of got some topical analgesic. Maybe, I don't know why you had a pocket of over-the-counter morphine, but okay, Sean,
You know what? Uncle's not an uncle.
Right.
He needs it all.
You never know until you need it. And now and I also will say with that many successes, you're able to do it quickly, which matters. You guys, it's nearly like a NASCAR thing. He's like, take this, take it back, hold it, breathe, they say swallow. Okay, good. All right, great. And you all are in the back and you realize, even though you absolutely closed all the doors, Marcus, a lot of the sounds of just the general chaos seem to have subsided out there. You think the people that were going to die quickly are dead, and the people that are just sort of hiding and trying to find a way out of here are probably doing so. As you get sort of close to those doors back towards the front of the store again, it is very, very quiet and very, very dark out there. There's not even the sunlight coming in through the front because the disaster doors the disaster doors came down even over the sunlight that was pouring in. So you basically have just that small bit from the emergency floodlights, essentially just kind of illuminating a little bit of the edges, but out towards the middle, just darkness.
All right. So there's no exit out of here anymore, right? Because everything got locked down.
Now,
You'll need to find either another way out or some way to unlock what was locked. Yeah.
Or we lock the door.
Well, we have the keys, right? We have the guards' keys.
You do, but what came down was like the like the blast style doors, like the emergency something is wrong doors have all been let down.
Question,
well, I do have a digi-systems skill. I'm trained somewhat.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold on a second. We'll come back to what that might allow you to do. Yes, Marcus.
Okay.
Focus asking, because no, I have that system as well. Wow, look, it's blanked. The damn pickup truck that started all this burst through the door like the Kool-Aid Man. Is there also a panel where that hole is now as well?
So
or is that a potential exit?
He Kool-Aid manned through the like normal opening and closing doors. What's over it now is the emergency door that came down over that.
I thought he went through the wall, and I was like, no, or like the windows or something.
Yeah, no, he Kool-Aid man through that open entrance. You know where you come in and they check your card to Big Box Topia, and then boom, yeah, and through there.
Okay.
You all suspect the place where you would need to go if you wanted to override this would be the main office, which is at the exact polar opposite of where you all are.
Of course it is.
Like some sort of monster knew what was going to happen here. Yeah.
We have no choice. We have to unlock these doors, man.
Well, I'm so glad that you can state the obvious.
Yeah. Or maybe we could block ourselves in here and no, I guess then we'd still just
Hey, Farrah, I got a legit question to ask you.
No, dude, let me just insert one thing. You do have a relatively defensible position here. You probably could barricade it because there is just the one door in and out. That, of course, assumes someone's coming to help you. But theoretically, it is not the worst strategy.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name before, brother. What's your name?
There's three of us.
So the one that's talking to me.
There's three of us.
You just said Pharaoh and like looked at me.
Look, yes, hi. You. Sorry, my bad. Marcus DeSantos, trying not to die. But if you've ever played any type of video game, like ever, Left 4 Dead, Last of Us, hell, Duke Nukem, you don't just, stay in one place.
All right, you know what? I'm going to chalk this up to us being like in really stressful situations where you're trying to like deliver some mansplaining thing to me about video games right now. So I'm just going to let that be the white noise and just tune that out and going to really focus in on what you're trying to say. So what I'm gathering then is that you think it's a bad idea for us to hole up here because of video games that you have played, that the entire thing is about linear progression and sandbox style exploration, that because of that, you feel like it's a good idea to go outside. Did I get that right?
Halfway. You're right. I want to get out of here. It ain't about, man versus woman. My mom plays video games. She's not good at it, but my mom plays video games. But that's not the point. The point is, if we stay in here, okay, for 20 days, I got my ravioli. We can eat that. I'm down for that.
Wait, you got ravioli? Wait, how?
Don't ask where I got it from. But we got the ravioli. And what happens in that 20 days? More people are out there in that store looking like Michael Jackson and Thriller, and we got to get through more people. So would you rather get through 10 or do you want to get through 100? That's all I'm saying. I don't want to assume that you do or don't play games. You probably can beat me. I'm not that good.
Might I chime in? DJ steal my music.
Oh, really? Right now?
I never saw
he does have the talking stick. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and let him.
I agree with the young boy over here. He's right. We have to open these doors and get up out of here. We have to find the main office so we can open the doors, man. Pharaoh, I got your back.
You just
Always.
called me DJ Steal My Music.
But
You're
because
really gonna hit on someone at the same time as you're.
Thank you. That is the same breath. You can't
the point I'm making is I if I save your life,
You
you
guys
might give me some
hear-
money at the end of this.
He
Yeah,
got his
you guys-
phone out. He got his phone out.
Here.
This is the first argument, and I just think it's so cute. You know, you're really meshing and gelling as a team, and this is growing pains, right? You're gonna go through this. And
You
we need to
guys
document
hear.
it.
It's a little bit of a hectic situation, Uncle Sean.
You guys hear. Boom, bang, boom, 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 boom. Up near the ceiling.
Is it a drop ceiling?
As you can see, it just goes up to the rafters and is open all the way across. And the infected rolled absolutely spectacularly to find you. So you
Okay, so
Okay,
correct me
all
right
this
now.
fighting is not getting us anywhere. You hear that?
Real
Yeah,
quick, we are in the gray area in the back of this right now.
let me pull up the map.
No, I think we're over at the front of
Yep,
the
you're in the gray area, the no access.
Wait,
That's what I
don't see
thought.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought we
Oh
were.
my god, there's more to the map.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, all of that nonsense happened around refrigerator foods. Your phone is under
Yeah.
snacks.
Oh.
The chips is what you set on fire, and you all went back into the no access area.
There's a whole other panel of map.
Oh yeah, no, this
Where's
is big,
that?
big. This is
Oh,
Big
wait.
Boxtopia.
But that's a food prep area, right?
It is.
All right, motherfucker. Okay, that's a food prep area. Guess what they have in food prep areas?
Nice.
Knives.
Knives,
And what
Mhm.
else? They
Meat.
cook.
food.
Tenderizers,
Chicken fingers.
Uh,
fire,
Fire
They-
extinguishers.
propane torches,
And
No more
propane
fire.
Mhm.
torches.
No more
Mhm.
fire.
propane torches.
And fire extinguishers.
All right, let's load up and roll out. And
Yep.
Pharaoh goes over to where Electra is and like, I'm Pharaoh.
Electra, I think we will not talk about gigs. But, and then like gestures vaguely in the area of the
Yeah,
people
Pharaoh's
behind
like,
them.
So
Yeah.
they
What's
keep
your-
rolling spectacularly.
Sir,
and
stop it.
So they're
you
getting close.
guys.
main
While
office.
you guys
gotta
are
go.
grabbing the knives and a fire extinguisher from overhead, you hear boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, and one of them falls down to the ground inside of here. It is vaguely wearing a security guard's outfit. It rolled less well to land, so it does kind of fall a little bit and like ring its own bell as it gets to its feet. Like,
Oh no! Our Father, what art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth.
Mhm.
Start.
Yep.
Okay.
And do you
So
guys, are you
how-
intending to run or are you going to intend to fight it?
How close is
Well,
it to
time
us?
to go, guys.
As you guys are over kind of here in the food prep area of Big Boxtopia, you guys are closer to the door than it is not, but it basically falls like over the bakery section, down into the area with you.
Oh, see,
Oh.
tartar sauce. I was gonna
Mhm.
ask about the bakery section. How
Mhm.
dare you?
So we're talking like 5 feet, 10 feet,
10 feet.
10
10
feet.
feet.
Okay.
It kind of gets up slowly. You realize it might have broken a leg or something. It just doesn't seem to care. Like,
Okay.
And it,
Okay. So Buju grabs the hoe out of the cart,
Mhm.
out of his
He's
cart.
at the
So he's
cart the entire time.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Shoot.
I'm not.
It's got a couple
Mhm.
of TVs
I'm
in
keeping
it that
this.
he grabbed.
Yeah, I'm keeping this shit. You know.
Mhm.
This is.
Come on
You're
now.
gonna try and fight with it, Booger, or you're gonna try and run?
Well, I'm gonna say I protect the herd. Everyone try to get to the main office. I stand in the back, so I'll be the protector since I've
Mhm.
got something. Whoever's
Okay.
got a gun maybe can join me because
Okay.
swinging a hose.
Is the goal to leave?
I believe so. What do you guys think?
All right. As you guys are trying to make your way back out through the floppy double doors, it absolutely pounces at you. So give me a dodge check. You all can give a dodge check to theoretically help your brother if this goes poorly.
Would it help since we did grab a fire extinguisher to splash that in its face?
Oh, we are in the bakery. We can throw sugar at it.
I will give it if you set off the fire extinguisher at it, I will give it a dice penalty.
Nice.
Definitely doing that then.
Okay, we'll roll. Let's see what we need to. Because if you're okay, maybe you just be okay.
Yo, Unc, can I borrow some your dice, bro? Because my shit.
So don't even say yet. Apparently, it's going poorly for
Oh no.
for Buju. So Pharaoh, roll dodge. We're gonna say what you're doing is spraying the fire extinguisher, but we're gonna see how much it actually helps. What are the rest of you doing as this thing is springing forward and Buju is valiantly, parentheses maybe foolishly, trying to kill it here? What are the rest of you doing?
I take a couple of the screws that I got, and I got a good chunk. You know, you got the small little boxes.
Yeah.
I just take a bunch of them and just like toss them at the zombie's face. Hopefully not next to Buju, because you get hit with a screw. I'm sorry. But I'm trying to hit the zombie's face so at least recoils in some way.
Your goal is to distract it, basically.
Yeah.
For that, give me... hold on, let me look at your actual sheet here. I'm gonna try and make this to your advantage. What is Super Uncle doing?
Super Uncle
is getting ready to aim up a shot.
You try and shoot it? Okay.
Yeah, he's lining up a shot right now.
Dakota, you're...
I am not Dakota. I am Marcus.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm looking at the wrong thing here. I apologize. Marcus. Looks like you're about 30% for almost everything. So I'll just give you just 30% chance to yeet a handful of screws in this thing's face. So, what is Electra going to do during all of this?
I only have use of one arm, which is a shame because all of my it's really a shame, y'all. You have no idea. I would be useful with a second arm. We all would.
Who among us?
Right? Who among us wouldn't? So we've got a fire extinguisher. We've got but my throwing is okay. Maybe I can throw with my other arm. So the zombie is there. Inside the food prep area. You know how
actively pouncing at Buju. Yeah.
Okay, you know how they have those like 5-gallon things of mayonnaise? You know what? A long time ago, Electra used to be a track star. And you know, you can tell because B, you know, she kind of looks like, well, not this one, but this one. So she takes the mayonnaise and she puts that shit like it has never been shot put. You're
gonna yeet. Okay.
I'm gonna yeet a giant jar of mayonnaise.
So roll to throw. If you hit with it, we'll decide what's gonna happen. So Super Uncle, I saw you hold up 4. Is that 4 positive or 4 negative?
That is 4 negative.
So Super Uncle is going to miss. So right now we're four in the hole. Buju, what did you get?
That would be a 74. So you're looking at what? But talking about 4.
So now we're currently 8 in the hole. All right. So Pharaoh.
Pharaoh's this was for the fire extinguisher in the zombie's face.
Remember
is a 36. I rolled a 32.
Okay, so that is 1 degree effect. So we're 2 in the hole. Remember, you guys have your competency points too, if necessary. What did Marcus get?
I actually rolled a 15.
Oh, that should be significant.
With 30, so that's 2 successes, 1 success.
2 degrees. So we're 5 in the hole right now. It's coming to Electra.
So I rolled on my percentage double zeros.
Oh, so this is gonna be good.
Yeah, and then I rolled a 3.
So how many successes is that?
Let's see. My yeeting skill is 30%.
So that is, I'm gonna give you 3 successes for that. So you're down to just 2. If both Buju and Sean want to give up one of your competency points, I will make this a push.
I'll drop down 1.
So it's a
what
push.
What choice do I have, man?
I'm going to use one of my can you use it?
Yeah, you can and make it a net positive because otherwise it wasn't going to stop it. It was just going to slow it down.
I'll use one of mine because I'm going to throw one of those screws that's like really sharp and long. Yeah, as well.
So Buju, you get this. You get the hoe up and get ready, and it pounces. And you see Sean shoots wild, pow, and it sort of ducks down. Pharaoh hits it with the fire extinguisher, and while its hands are up, a handful of screws go and land in its mouth, and as it comes to lunge forward, it steps into a pile of industrial grade mayonnaise and slips for a second. Boom, and you guys can run.
Okay.
It is not defeated, but it is slowed down. As you guys, boom, come running back out of there.
Can I at least give it a little boom with the hoe? You know.
I mean, if you do, but it'll have a chance to hit you back as well.
Oh yeah.
No, you might want to get while the getting's good.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you all come running out, boom, charging out of there, and you hear that. You do hear various gasps. People. As you guys come running out, how far do you run? Do you just try and beat feet 5-finger sprint to the front? Are you trying to be sneaky and make your way around the side? How are you trying to do this?
Sneaky around the side.
I have 0 sneak.
No.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and beeline this thing.
Just 5-finger spread down the middle. Both Marcus and Buju, you know enough about systems. The fire extinguisher should have kicked in by now. The fire suppression system from the fire that Buju made, which is still, this one rack is kind of raging. It hasn't spread too much because it's concrete underneath. Pharaoh, you will pass by where your phone is if you want to try it. It is under the snack shelf. You will go by it. You don't know what else might be out there, Pharaoh. It is dark in here, but you could try.
She's gonna. It's literally she's so attached to it. Oh, this sucks. She's so attached to it. She's gonna try to go for it.
Give me your stealth.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Sean, give me, while you're doing that, Sean, as you're moving just kind of down that main aisle there, and you do catch little hints of motion kind of out of the corner of your eye, but you can't quite tell what it is. You hear, Mr. Nibbles, Mr. Nibbles, where are you, baby? Mr. Nibbles.
I just said I am legend. Get wrecked.
Pharaoh. As you guys know, Sean has run. Pharaoh has peeled off in the direction of her phone, very clearly trying to like sneaky walk up and reach under and grab it. What does Marcus do when Sean is right down the middle? Pharaoh is kind of button hooked over to the side. You could try and sneak down the wall. You could follow Sean. You could follow Pharaoh. You've got all of Big Boxtopia at your disposal.
What I really want to do, I know there's always that area in like the Whole Food type of supermarkets that's like, it's not just stuff on shelves, they're big shelves. And I'm assuming that's like the upper area, maybe, probably not, I don't know.
Oh,
but,
yeah, these shelves are like 30 feet out here.
Yeah,
you know, they
like the thing behind you.
Like the thing behind me.
And I am pretty darn, oh no, Buju. I am pretty
Cameras
darn,
off, Buju.
I am pretty stealthy. Like pretty darn stealthy. So what I would like to do is like try to like it's gonna be slow and steady wins the rest. I'm the turtle right now. Try to like get through, like get inside one of those things, like slowly peek my head through if any zombies here. No, continue doing that to try to get towards the front. I don't want to go down to one aisle. I just want to be inside the places as I can.
Got it. All right, give me your stealth. Buju. So Marcus is trying to do it cool. What's Buju doing?
Well, my stealth isn't very stealth. So what Buju's gonna do is, we're trying to get to the main office, right? Yeah. Because that's the move.
That's the goal.
I actually also see that there's the section that has water. Which is kind of, I think, in the direction of where we're going, which is near maybe the pet food. My idea is that I'd like to try to get there, and that's gonna have to take a full sprint. You know, Buju, man, you know, Buju's a track runner, you know, back in the day, man, you know, he just smoked the herb and started running, man. And sometimes I get there, sometimes I don't, but every time I'm always high, man, high vibe. So I think I can make it, man.
Is your goal to go fast or go sneaky?
Fast.
Then you are going to give me endurance, and we'll see how fast you go. And what is Electra doing? Again, as people have sort of like going about this in different ways to get to the same place.
Electra is pretty great. Oh wait, hold on.
I think something finally went well for Buju.
Hold on, you can come back to me if you want.
Well, so how many, because actually this might affect some things here. How many successes is that for you, Buju?
Well, let's see. I rolled a 3.
So that's going to be significant. And what is your endurance?
31.
31. So there's 13, 23. I'll give you 3 successes. We'll round up because you've had a rough day, Buju.
Like my brother Usain Bolt from Jamaica.
But important question, Pharaoh.
You don't even know him.
Yeah.
What did you get?
Okay, so Pharaoh's stealth is 36%. I rolled a 41. And I have used both of my competency points already. Thank you, chats, for letting me know.
So that is 1 degree of failure.
Yeah.
Pharaoh, as you slide over and reach your hand under the shelf.
Oh no, baby.
And wrap your hand around it. Something grabs you on the other side.
I'm gonna eat my Oreos now.
Yep, something grabs you, Pharaoh. Buju, as you open up with the 5-finger spread to head, you see Pharaoh reach underneath and like jerk because something has her. Electra, you see this also. So you currently have 3 successes, Buju. Now you can open it up. You can show them how you do it in the islands. Or you can try and assist somehow.
Yeah, no, she did steal my music, but I can't.
And swerve you also. Yeah. Stole your music and swerve you.
I stole my music and stole my confidence. However, I can't let it happen to one of my sisters. So, you know, a little bit hit the brakes. Buju's feeling good right now. Buju's feeling good. You know, might have taken a little bit of a bump of it. You know, zombie. The OG zombie.
As you would. Yes.
So I put on the brakes. I see Pharaoh struggling. You know, on the ground, struggling until was her hand caught under the.
You don't tell. You don't know. The hand goes under the shelf, and you see her very much panics, and you see something is pulling at her. You don't see what it is, though.
Okay. So I jumped down to grab her. You know, to try to assist her from the restraint there.
So I'm gonna give you you had 3 successes, she had 1 net failure. I'm gonna give you those 2 successes. What is Electra doing? As you see Buju sort of like grabs Pharaoh and start pulling her out from whatever has her. What does Electra do?
Do we see like is her hand all the way underneath?
Her hand goes underneath, and you feel something grab you, Pharaoh, but you guys can't see. You just panic like something has her.
Okay, so right now it looks like Pharaoh's hands underneath, and then Buju, you are pulling Pharaoh backwards, right? Okay, so Electra is pretty sneaky. And has like snuck over and kind of like plants, like, you know, there's like a judo plant that you do where you like plant your thighs and like uses like grabs Pharaoh's waist and is like trying to pull backwards as much as possible without like also injuring herself. So it's like
I'm either gonna give you grappling or lift pull, whichever one of those is better for you to get her out of there.
And she is pulling Buju, correct?
Yeah, I mean, well, she's helping pull Pharaoh. Pharaoh's got Buju. Yeah,
we're kind of like a train, right? Cool.
Hold on, I'm actually looking for grappling. Where'd it go?
It's up top. It's the top category, basic skills. Left column, I believe. Yeah, grapple is the bottom of the left column under basic skills. Lift pull is in the right column. So whichever is higher for you. I'll okay. Let's see.
So that's nice. And unexpected. So that's good. I've got a 00 and then I've got a 3.
That is very good. How many successes is that?
So that is 32%.
So I also give you 3 successes. So you guys have a net of 5. So I'm gonna tell you, Pharaoh, you grab the phone, something grabs you, your friends start pulling you, and you all see a spindly grayish hand come out wearing a Rolex. And you hear, and you do feel the fingernails digging into your wrist, Pharaoh, as they're pulling you out.
Uh-oh.
It has 5 degrees of failure. So with you, the total, so you guys tell me how you spend 5 degrees of success against this thing. You're playing tug of war with Pharaoh. You got the phone. You're pulling it. It's kind of halfway under the shelf too. You guys tell me what happens to it.
Okay. So Pharaoh's down there. You know, she's got it going. We get her to where she can wiggle away. The hand comes out far enough to where we get the watch, or we can see the watch. It's just the watch in the hand and then the gray spindles. Pharaoh breaks away.
Yeah.
I come down, step on the hand or the wrist, break the watch, and put the watch in my pocket. And then,
because that's important.
Can I add that Pharaoh properly lubricated herself up that morning?
Good job. Good job.
Get that cocoa butter going.
Cocoa butter.
Frozen shea butter is like cocoa butter blends. So that you know, and then plus she's been sweating a little bit, so that's just like a
comes back out of your pores. You slide out unharmed.
Clean, there's no scratches. That's just a clean.
that is a trick that a lot of grapplers use. You put the cocoa butter on because it's dry to the touch before the match, and you sweat and it gets slippery again. That is true. So I will say yes, you will escape unharmed. And Electra, what else happens?
So as Buju pulls off the wrist, like the hand is kind of like flopping, and Electra just raises that dock and like stomps it. Just fuck you, motherfucker! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! And it's just like she rips something off the shelf and just bludgeons it just repeatedly until
you reach over and grab a can of like asparagus or something and just repeatedly bash down on this thing. And when you are you saying you bash in the arm, or you like hit it in the head because you know there's something attached to it? So do you?
Oh, is it like? I thought only the arm.
Oh, you can. It was, but I mean, it's just these rows. You know, if you've got it by the arm, you look on the other side, and I mean, there it is. So yeah.
Yeah, if I can, I will attempt to curb stomp. Yes.
Yeah, you just like violently start stomping on what looks like maybe was an accountant or something at some point. Not anymore. It looks like, but it is very much trapped by a Buju and just fuck you.
Pharaoh's like, that's a beat.
Sean. Yes, Buju.
Buju, sees Electra do this, and Electra, you might need some of this. You're a little bit aggressive. That's a.
The only cure I need is Robert Smith.
Just he's dead, okay?
Uncle Sean, Mr.
Uncle Sean-
Nibbles, Mr. Nibbles,
Uncle
where are you, darling, Mr. Nibbles? And you
Uncle Sean is
hear
listening about right at the clothing line there.
of what sounds like a maybe a like rascal scooter or something. And a little head is making its way through the clothing department. Mr. Nibbles,
Oh,
come
no,
back to me,
no.
baby.
No, baby, no.
And Sean, you through here, and you hear that.
Yeah. Sean's gonna he's gonna stop for just a second,
Mm-hmm.
right around the clothing. And he's gonna spin around and do his duck count. You know, when you go out with the kids, you always gotta they'll have all my little ducks. He's gonna turn around. Nobody's in the group. Apparently,
Yeah, no, you were
nobody took his
duckless.
cue
Yeah.
to run.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He is now duckless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
And Uncle Sean's got to go back. He's got to regroup. He has heard the sound, but for the time being, he is not going to investigate. He's going to try to go back to his team, back towards the snacks.
You double back, and you very much hear that fuck you. Marcus, as you are making your way along, did you roll your stealth yet?
I did.
Mm-hmm. How'd
I
you
got
come out?
9.
So you, again, objectively, there's no way. How many degrees of success is that for you, by the way?
Because we said the numbers already added into the total.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is 3 degrees of success.
Objectively, there's no way to know whether you've been made or not, but you feel pretty good.
Valid.
Like you know, you don't knock anything off the shelf or anything. You're moving through, and you do hear.
What I do, and I'm like, I don't know where they at. Man, this okay. I'm good. And keep in mind that he has his mask on, so he just checks that to make sure he's fine. Puts that thing on. He puts on his hood. He's like, all right, let's do this. And he starts to come out. He got his screwdriver in hand, ready, just in case.
You see a small white dog, like Jack Russell Terrier or something, is very happily chewing on and biting on the corpse of some dead person laying there. And it looks up at you with this like happy smile, blood all over it. But it looks just like a happy little dog covered in blood.
Mr. Nibbles.
Oh, baby, there's other food in this store.
You little Niblet, stop. Shut up. Go away.
It turns and it looks at something you can't see and growls.
In what area? Which way?
Ahead of you, you can see through the cracks of the next aisle the shape of something hunched over going towards the dog. And the dog is like, and you hear,
Man, why am I having a guilty conscience right now? I don't want to save this stupid ass dog. I don't even like dogs. I'm allergic to dogs. Man, shit. And oh God, I have my screwdriver. I have the pocket knife. And I'm like, all right. And I like whistle to the dog to get the dog to come towards me. And I'm gonna try to like do this. If it's coming this way, try to go this way and go around. But like, hopefully it's still in the trajectory trying to go this way. So it's one of those, let's try to save the dog and get the hell out. Hopefully.
Give me, let's see how well you can convince Mr. Nibbles here. Let's see.
Mr. Nibbles.
Can I to help with this? Quick thinking, I'm like, man. I reach into my backpack.
Yes.
I grab the ravioli.
Oh yeah.
I stab the ravioli with the knife and try to open it. It's probably not one of them. I got the good ones, so you need the real good things. So I stab it and try to open it and try to like get some of the food and use that as a bait.
Just roll 1d10. Just like, we're gonna look at it, just pure fate. We're gonna let pure fate decide.
Like Mr. Nibbles fit underneath the shell. The ravioli's right there. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm supposed to. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you what I roll. That is a 0.
0.
I don't know what that means.
Just a 0 by itself.
You told me
I did
just
say.
a D10. So
I did
0.
say.
Not the 0.
Oh.
I'm gonna give it to you as a 0. I'm gonna give it to you as tremendous success, because that either would have been tremendous success or abject failure. So I'm gonna give it to you as tremendous success.
Yeah.
Nibbles
comes
over to you. It was gonna be one or the other there, Pimpin'. It was gonna be one or the other. Nibbles comes over to you, and you realize you have a choice. You can try and just grab Nibbles and run, or you can try and ambush the thing that was on the prowl. It has not seen you yet.
That's tempting fate. Do I like just take the dog who is covered in zombie guts right now?
The dog is covered in zombie blood. It seems to be fine, but it is covered in blood. It comes over. It seems happy, like its eyes aren't bloodshot or anything crazy, but it is covered in it. Yes.
I have fingerless gloves, but I do have a glove on this hand on. That's from the jump.
You know, theoretically, as long as you don't have any open cuts or get it in your mouth, you should be fine.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, though. You're correct, 100%. However, dogs like to lick and they try to get in your mouth too. So, like, I'm just being smart. What's going to happen is we're gonna say, "Fuck this." Okay, I'm gonna take a big old dollop of Daisy, a dollop of ravioli. We're gonna keep walking. We're gonna get to the edge. I'm gonna chuck that shit, and I'm gonna say,
"It Nibbles."
You want your own Nibbles?
As you guys are coming carefully down the aisle, you do see a handful of ravioli get yeeted, and a happy little dog goes across the way. And you all see Marcus poke his head out. Presumably, I'll say, Marcus, you give him one of these, because you do know there's one nearby on the next aisle over, as you all kind of come up and gather.
With my mask on.
Yeah. You even hear that over towards the wall, but you can see the control room straight ahead.
Oh, I mean, we're breaking for it.
You hear, "Oh, Nibbles, oh, go give me kisses, nom, 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 nom. Oh, yeah.
No, baby,
oh, I missed you so. Oh, what is this all over you?
You are evil. You are evil.
Oh, I don't. What is that on you, what would you all?
But wait.
Can we just
Is the zombie gonna be coming at us in the fucking cart?
if you move fast enough, she hasn't thrown it into drive yet.
Oh wow!
Are you guys? So you have confirmed and infected to your right, as soon to be infected to your left, and theoretically your goal is straight ahead. What would you all like to do?
I'm booking it.
Heading to the control room. I mean, heading to the. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor greeter.
As you all run and
booking it.
make your way through, as you all break out into that open area near the checkout lanes and everything, like there's kind of like chaos where people abandon their carts. There's clearly lots of blood splatter on the ground that look like some terrible things happen here, but there are no bodies. And as you all come through, you all hear kind of all around you like, and you see like shadows moving and coalescing your direction as you burst your way into the control room, slam the door, pull some things in front of it. And you can see all the cameras there of Big Boxtopia, where you have complete control over the doors and everything going on outside. And as you're clicking through and about to raise the doors and you switch to the external cameras, it is chaos outside. Cars are on fire. People are screaming and running. You see smoke coming up from the horizon. A helicopter is flying by and you see flashes of light as the police helicopter is opening fire on the infected. And you can see outside where the blast door has come down, where the pickup truck came in, legions of dead people beating on the doors. And that is a good place for us to stop.
The last thing that happens, I take a blunt from Buju.
All smoke. We all.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
We
light up.
Yeah, I feel like this is.
If they're coming for us, if they're coming for us, this will cure us all. Pass the duty to the left-hand side.
We about to be the Weavengers.
Thank you all for playing in what is now essentially the prologue of what will be our Tuesday night show set here in the ZOMBV universe. So join us at 8:30 to Pacific Tuesday night to see what comes next after this little piece of insanity here, which again, I'm sure is going to be fine. Also, y'all knew nothing good was going to happen with Mr. Nibbles. You knew.
No. Everything good happened to Nibbles. What wasn't okay is that the mom had to be, little Nibbles.
You know she would have. You know that's what would happen.
That's why you don't kiss your dog in the mouth. That's why.
There it is. That's you know.
Yeah, you never know.
Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all for watching all of Gen Con. This is us near the end of it here. But now, since we kind of rushed the introduction, I'll give you a more deluxe outro of who you are, who you were playing, and where people might find you. I'll go the opposite direction this time. We'll start with the Buju Gregory.
Buju. Hi, my name is Jeremy Stephen Walker. I played Buju Gregory. You can find me on all socials at JWalkerScene, JWALKERSCENE.
And also seeing a bunch of TV commercials. I can't tell you how many times I'm sitting there watching TV and I'm like, I know that old boy. Jeremy, go ahead on, Jeremy.
I do what I can.
Yeah, man. Omega.
Omega, I heard that. Hi, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard across all social media channels. Today I played Marcus DeSantos, the little kid who just wasn't fucking playing around. Also Ravioli. Chekhov's Ravioli. You can catch me everywhere. I'm a vocalist, actor. I'm the creator, host, and moderator of the hashtag BlackAF Roundtable, which is a series of roundtables centered around Black people and their struggles when it comes to racism within the tabletop and gaming community. Very cool that is coming back very, very soon. Please look at my channel for that. Otherwise, I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm a partner, so I do a lot of variety streaming on here. On Tuesdays before Zombies, I do have a talk show called In Unison where I duet with someone in the community about their lives, both pre and post-COVID, and just how they're navigating this time. I like to say, keep making trouble wherever you go. So thank you all for being here. That's me.
I'm dying, so Markia.
Oh, yes. I'm Markia McCarty. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Markia McCarty. And hopefully you've seen me on Geek and Sundry and Nerdist, a couple of other of, RPG online shows. I'm also a host and producer for Hunters Entertainment. So yeah, Tuesdays and Saturdays. If you want to join us then, we'll continue the world of ZOMBV. We'll continue the world of ZOMBV, and then on Saturdays it's Hunters Gathering, where we'll talk about the behind the scenes of developers and like get down in the nitty gritty of these worlds that have been created by Hunters Entertainment. Along with that, hopefully you know about Something Scary. It's my podcast that's on YouTube and wherever you can find your podcast, where we drop animated horror episodes, fan submitted stories that we adapt. And that is youtube.com/snarled. So yeah, hope to see you in any of those places.
Jonea?
Hello, my name is Jonea Kemper. As the sun sets on the eastern coast. There we go. My name is Jonea Kemper. I played Electra Johnson, disaster queer. In real life, not a disaster queer. But still queer. Anyway, you can find me at but you can find me at Violet Riot Games, generally across ye old social media, where I post upsettingly long Twitter threads, but you do learn something. You can also find me at Jonea Kemper, www.joneakemper.com, where I dish out RPG theory along as preview some new and interesting writing work.
Very nice.
And last but not least, the best uncle, the Funkle. David.
Hey, folks. My name is David Hooker. You saw me as Sean Perkins, Super Uncle, bandage extraordinaire. Putting out on here, you can catch me once in a while on Scabby Rooster. I do a couple of shows with them, the Demi Dozen, where we play Scion Second Edition. But as of recently, I've started up a organization called Dear Allies. So dearallies.org. You can find, or you can find on Facebook, looking for just Dear Allies, and that's simply a resource tool where we do weekly podcasts and a Facebook Live on Saturdays. We talk to allies and equip them with the tools that they need to support and fight injustices, both racial inequality and all of the inequities that we're dealing with in social in these times today, right? You can also find me just at Hooktastic. That's my handle for all of my things. So that's H00K Tastic. And that's my Instagram, Twitter, Black Planet, all of that. So I think that's just about it.
I'm they're behind you, Jonea. It's coming from inside the house there. You know, I'm like, turn around. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, sorry, David. Please finish.
Oh, that's it. That's all on me.
I am B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. You can find me literally 7 days a week somewhere doing something. I am crowdfunding for a documentary right now that is pinned at the top of my Twitter at B. Dave Walters. Dear America from a Black guy trying to foster meaningful conversations and, maybe saving the country. I also, if you were looking to play games, I'm not currently running Outbreak. I guess I could, but Vampire, World of Darkness, Dungeons and Dragons, the odd big game of Battle Lords, you can join me on patreon.com/B Dave Walters. This was Outbreak. I got to turn off my background so I can get my shameless plug in here for the game we're playing. We are playing ZOMBV from the Strain series of Outbreak Undead. Outbreak is fairly setting agnostic. It could be anywhere, but the Strain series is giving you specific settings, one of which is ZOMBV, one of which apparently has Big Boxtopia, which may not be the worst place in the world to be when the outbreak starts, even though it is still pretty fucking bad. So thank you all for joining us today. Again, thank you all for joining us for GenCon. And hopefully we will see you Tuesday at 8:30 for whatever's coming next. Bye.